in 2022? Because I would think, Ronnie, a lot of bands don't really need it. I mean, what is Falling in Reverse going to get on Warner Brothers that you're not getting on Epitaph? I guess maybe a little better worldwide distribution, but outside of that, like, is there any big difference?
No,
No.
you just roll the dice and take a chance of literally becoming all the other bands that signed to a major and disappeared. That's usually what happens. Like, it's been 17 years. We're a family. I'm not going anywhere. Why would I? You can offer me $10 million. I'm not going to do it because I know, like, you know, that there's a way to make that money a different way. Like with Epitaph, we're just a family now. And like, I love all of them, and they love me back, and we've been through hell. We've been mad at each other. We made each other cry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I cried. He made me cry before. I made him cry before out of anger for my lawyers. I lived at his house. The people that work there I've known, you know, it's just the thing that it's forever. You know what I mean? So.
Well, that's awesome. Well, listen, Ronnie, you're playing a sold-out show here on Monday for our holidays. We are so very excited to see you and so very thankful that you took time out with me today. And it's just a real honest pleasure to get a chance to chat with you for the first time and tell you how great your band sounds on our radio station. I can't be more thankful as the music director for the music that you made, and look forward to what you got coming next.
Dude, I'm excited, man. I can't wait till you hear the new song. It's not radio, but the one after is definitely radio. You're gonna, yeah. I'm excited. I can't say too much.
I appreciate it very much. And Ronnie, we'll see you on Monday night, and you have safe travels into St. Louis. All right.
Thank you, man. I'll see you soon.
The great battles of our time: man versus nature, intellect versus instinct, burrito versus butthole. Here in this fortress of solitude, we reflect and ponder tough questions about life and ourselves. And the toughest question of all may be, what do I wish I could accomplish before I die? Mine eyes have seen the glory. The proverbial bucket list. Why is it called that? Do you have one? Should you have one? If so, what should be on it? Let's dive into those questions today on the Number 2 Show. You know, they've always said to think outside the box, but here, inside this box, we've had some of the most profound reflections. They say inspiration strikes in the most unexpected places. Sir Isaac Newton, an apple tree. Archimedes, a bathtub. Me, well, let's just say there's a reason I'm broadcasting from a bathroom stall. The bathroom. More than just tiles and toiletries, a vault of solace, a chamber of reflection. Ever think about how much history, philosophy, and yes, even strategy have been contemplated in spaces just like this? I'm pretty sure when Bill Shakespeare wrote To Be or Not to Be, he carved it with the quill on a bathroom stall before he put pen to paper. How many of you have had those aha moments in the restroom? Think about it. You're all alone, free from distractions, and suddenly the answer to that problem you've been mulling over becomes as clear as the bathroom tiles. Recent studies, and by studies I mean a quick poll of a few of my friends, reveal that bathrooms are like unsung brainstorming chambers of the household. I'm pretty sure if we placed whiteboards in showers, we would have solved world hunger by now and probably perfected teleportation. But today we are switching gears to contemplate life's big picture, the journey. Which brings us to today's main topic. Follow me through the glory hole as we explore the bucket list. It's a concept most of us are familiar with, but how many of us truly understand its origin? The phrase kicking the bucket has been around longer than we might think. But why a bucket, and why kick it? Historians theorize about a grim tie to execution, public hanging.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello.
Good morning, man.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. Yes,
Howdy.
I've taken the mouse ears off and I've put my headphones on.
Thank
That's
God.
it. That was a good way to put it, Lern.
Yeah.
Before we began the show today. Mouse ears off, headphones on,
Back
ready
to
to broadcast,
normal.
back to normal. Guys, I have accepted Mickey into my heart.
Oh, God.
Yes. I knew it.
What happened to you?
Me and my daughter got matching Mickey tattoos.
No, you did not. You would never let your
What
baby
happened
girl
to the
do that.
unadulterated facts?
Yeah,
Okay.
Rourke or Mouse?
I'll give you all the. I'll spill the tea on Disney World.
let's everybody
Okay.
sit down, get your coffee ready.
Tea time.
No, wait a second. Before we get into that,
Let's get out the little Chip and his mom from Beauty and the Beast and have some tea.
Yeah, where's Lumiere?
before we get into it, did I miss anything here?
No.
Yes.
Anything happen?
Everything was fine. Moon did a great job of manning the show.
And I appreciate each and every one of you when I leave. This show is in very capable hands.
Well, yeah.
You're all professional broadcasters. And
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Why?
We had a great week. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was super fun.
Well, now,
Right.
was it fun because I wasn't here? Or
A
was
little
it
bit.
fun?
So yeah,
And let's
sort
be
of.
honest,
Sometimes.
it's fine.
Yeah, things
Sometimes.
got loose. You run a tight ship.
Things got loose, huh?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
but in the right ways. In the right ways.
Snakes.
Not in any ways that would be detrimental to the show. If
Right.
anything, just another splash of color.
Listen, we're just here to entertain the people.
Yeah.
You missed-
On your drive to the job you hate, we want to be that tiny ray of sunshine in an otherwise garbage day or garbage existence.
oh my goodness.
What?
Did
Yeah.
you just get back from Disney or?
Well, I'm happy that something still is there because I'm afraid that his head has gone up to a mouse's butt crack and we will never see him
Yeah, I
again.
am straight
And
up Goofy's ass.
Yeah, you are so up Goofy's ass. Yeah.
I'll heal.
Please God, no.
Oh gosh.
I have hemorrhoids.
No, that's Rizz's head. Okay, so I was gone for a week, 5 days, 5 show days. I did miss, and I heard great things about Punk Rock Disney
Yes, dude,
Saturday.
it was the best one.
Listen, let me read the reviews.
Oh, you've got the reviews.
Have I got the reviews?
5,
Dude,
6.
we're talking about it down at Disney.
6 out of 5 stars. I hope not.
The lawyers will be sending
Like, well, maybe you should-
their correspondence.
Maybe you should quiet that down. No.
No, honestly, what is it? No,
We're on the-
serious
we're on the-
question. Serious question. Serious behind the scenes. I would like to know because somebody did ask me about this.
Mm-hmm.
So you are playing Disney songs.
Mm-hmm.
What are the legalities of that? Is it almost like Weird Al? Weird Al could parody a song.
It's actually different because when Weird Al's doing it, he's making money. You know what I mean? So like he is taking a writer's song and then he owns the master, but then owes publishing on to the writer when a song is played or bought. We're basically as if a cover band, like if you hire a cover band, if you're a venue and you have a cover band, well, they're playing Aerosmith songs and whatever else. Venues pay licensing fees to cover that kind of stuff, and it's all recorded. And
Right.
then, it's like a tiny change bucket, and it's somewhere in the universe that says, "Oh, this song was played once."
My question is the mouse getting his piece?
Oh, the mouse is doing just fine. I haven't heard any.
Okay,
any
I just want
complaints
to
from the mouse.
make sure because have you ever heard of like?
I heard somebody's making some cheese, and I ain't getting my cut.
I actually talked to somebody that works for Disney over at she's at Skywalker Ranch. She's like an archivist. And I specifically said, I was like, this is what we're doing, and I've seen other people do it. Disney even did a punk rock record after we started doing this with some of my friends' bands doing a lot of the songs.
Bastards.
So they're all in. Like they like this stuff. It's all.
No,
it's all
have you
good.
ever heard of like so like a pediatrician's office will paint like a mural, like a Disney mural.
Yeah.
On their wall, it'd be like a scene from Fantasia,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and it was Mickey in the wizard's hat, and with the wand, and next thing you know, a cease and desist comes from
Yeah.
Disney.
It's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little different.
Because listen, Disney, they are very controlling
Very much so.
of their proproperties.
Yeah, they don't want
much
to confuse people and make you think it's Disney World when
What-
you drive past a little
Yeah,
school
well,
like
listen.
Listen, we're towing the line, but the music business works in a fairly organized fashion, and cover music is cover music. You know what I mean? And that's all covered. Now we are not sanctioned by Disney. We're not some Disney property or any of that kind of stuff. But so if they come a knocking, we'll start wheeling and dealing and figuring out what it exactly it is that the mouse is cool with and isn't. But no, this all falls under cover band stuff. Basically.
Okay, well, the reviews were in for Saturday.
Tribute act.
Reviews were in for Saturday for punk rock Disney. And I'm sorry to say it's an 8 out of 10. Now, you did lose 2 points.
What is that about?
You lost 2 points.
Because it rained?
No.
I can't control that.
No, because somebody peed on a toilet seat. On a down toilet seat in the men's room.
In the men's room?
In the men's room during the second show.
Oh, come on.
You know what? It's fine. Because I will say the coolest thing, I mean, it was a heck of a show. We did 2 shows, the 3 p.m. and the 8 p.m.
Yes.
The 8 p.m. it was rowdy, dude. Super high energy. It's louder. We keep the volume down for 3 p.m., which is kind of weird for the pageant, but it's still fun. There's nothing cooler than seeing parents, and it's usually the fella, but there was a couple times where it was the wife, where you could see that one was they just were there for the kids. You know what I mean? Like they came in thinking, this isn't for me. I'm not going to have fun here. I'm just here because I brought the 6-year-old or I brought the 12-year-old or whatever. And then they were the ones that were most excited at the end going, dude, that blew my mind. I wasn't ready to be entertained.
Songs that everybody knows.
It's nostalgia.
Yeah, and Charlie from Goldfinger came out, and a lot of people weren't expecting that. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm a Goldfinger fan." So seeing him up there, doing full on, blazing fast solos and Be Our Guest, it's just such a cool special show, and I want to thank everybody that came out. We did make an announcement about another St. Louis show. I don't technically think I can say it on the radio, but we are playing St. Louis in August, and it's a special thing outdoors. Well, I guess we'll say more details either today or tomorrow when the venue announces it. But yeah, very, very exciting, man. Hugely successful. The pageant goes all out for us and really rolls out the welcome.
It's going to be August. August outside, huh?
August
Hot.
outside. Yeah, but it's nighttime.
Okay.
We play when the sun goes down. It'll be great.
All right.
And then House of Blues in Chicago, and then Madison, Wisconsin. Like the word is getting out, and it's cool. It's really different. This is the 3rd year in, so now we're like really comfortable. And we know exactly what it is.
Are you gonna? So when you do the shows in Chicago, are you gonna get the local Star Wars? Because you brought stormtroopers out on stage with you.
Yeah, the 501st comes, and they're an organization that is sanctioned by Disney that only does things for charity. Like they do not get paid, and they did a Make-A-Wish earlier that day, and then came right to us,
and they did you
another
guys.
one.
So is there a chapter up in Chicago? I guess you'll.
I'm sure there is, but we've got a couple moving parts and some special things to add to Chicago. So we'll see, but. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. So we actually donated to a Siteman Cancer Center on their behalf.
Oh, that's nice.
That is good.
Yeah, man, they're just amazing people, amazing organization, and they're so legit. And seeing kids see Darth Vader or a Stormtrooper or an 8-foot Chewbacca or the other Wookiee come out, like seeing their face is amazing. I mean, and you see some of the adults too, like, whoa, like that's legit. Like these guys are legit, dude, right off the page. Which, by the way, you saw some too, man, and that was one of the only pictures you sent me was you on Rise of Resistance walking into the Stormtrooper room in Disney World.
Oh, man.
And I was like, oh, Rizz is a kid.
That was a bright spot. Disney's Galaxy Edge.
Yeah.
At Hollywood Studios. I will say, when I walked into, you go like under like a tunnel. And then you come out the other side, and it's basically you're in a Star Wars movie. It's wild.
Did you get a lightsaber?
I did not.
Not
Really?
only, it's not just like you're in line and you're in a Star Wars movie and then the ride's over. It's like a 20-minute process where you feel like you're in the movie, and every single layer they take you to another place, and then they arrest you, and then they do this, and like, I mean, you're in the movie for 25 minutes.
You're in the movie for 25 minutes.
It's amazing.
We'll get to that. We'll get to.
I knew it. See, look, he's getting all excited.
Hollywood Studios.
Unfortunately, it's the part when they're in the Senate and it's super boring.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's Hayden Christensen talking about sand.
It's just you and trying to get the Emperor to pass a city ordinance. No spaceships parking in front of my fire hydrant.
Remember?
Are you ready to talk about it? Because I have questions, and I have. My first question, I got to get out there. So you let me know when you're ready to talk about this.
Do you remember that scene in Star Wars where Hayden Christensen talks about sand?
Oh, it's the dumbest scene ever. I don't even know. Maybe it's so dumb or so past me that it's genius. I don't know.
I don't like sand.
I don't like sand.
It's
Sounds like
coarse.
Zoolander.
No, I think it's even worse. I don't like sand.
I don't like sand.
I don't like sand.
Then he starts describing it.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth.
Like you.
I hate sand.
Meanwhile, you got Harvard grad Natalie Portman over there going, "What is this line I
don't
have
like
to listen
sand. Who approved the script?
to?" Yeah, I'm sure Natalie Portman was over there going, "This has got to connect some way later down the line."
George Lucas was typing that up like, this is so good.
This is my Oscar moment.
Hey, no, it was probably one of those changes because we were talking about the the biggest villains a couple days ago. Lern had a list of the biggest villains, and we forgot one. Jar Jar Binks is the Sith Lord.
Well,
He's the Sith Overlord.
I've been to Galaxy's Edge, and there was nothing about that there.
Wow.
Yeah, no Jar Jar, because he is the Sith Overlord. Behind
There
the
was
scenes.
nothing about Jar Jar Binks being a Sith Lord. Anyway, so flew down to Orlando on Tuesday, and we stayed at a. The reason we went down to Disney was because my daughter had a cheer competition.
Which means a lot of daughters in America had a cheer competition, right? I mean,
dear
wasn't it
I
like
know.
100,000 people? Just
Oh my
man.
God!
Everybody. Just little girls everywhere.
So many cheerleaders. Oh no! So many cheerleaders.
How many
So much-
pyramids did you see
so-
as you're walking around? Like there's little
So many
people-
basket tosses. Well, we got there Tuesday evening, and we stayed at a Hilton.
And this is like best of the best too. Your daughter's an exceptional cheerleader from everything.
Yeah,
I
this is like it's competition cheer, and they work to get to this Florida competition every year. It's like it's the Super Bowl of their season.
Yeah.
You gotta earn a bid to quote unquote summit is what they call it, summit.
Do they have, since it's their Super Bowl, do they have cheer squad for them?
Yes, crazy.
It folds in on itself. That's awesome.
It's very Inception.
Yeah. Cheer
Cheerleaders cheering for cheerleaders.
It's the fathers,
crazy.
right?
I was gonna say you become the cheerleaders of the
Yeah.
cheerleaders.
Well, so it's one of these. You have to stay at a certain hotel. Like I would have liked going to Disney, which would probably be my last time. My first and most likely last time going to Disney World. I wanted to stay on one of the properties. Like, one of the Disney resorts. I really wanted to get the full Disney experience, but
And you didn't get to.
no, because you have to stay at certain hotels.
Well, then you
With
have to
the
go back.
team.
You got to go back. Then.
You got to stay with the team. Fine. I'll stay with the team. I don't have to like it.
Was this just girls running down the hallway all hours of the night? Like kids just doors
No,
open?
because they had curfews and stuff like
Okay.
that. We stayed across the road from Disney Springs. Now,
Oh, okay.
do you know what Disney Springs is?
No.
No.
It's a giant outdoor. Yes, you do, Scott.
It's a
You've been there
giant
100 times.
outdoor mall.
You know what House of Blues is?
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
was? That's what it is.
Okay,
Huge walking space. Every
Got
restaurant.
Lego store.
Oh, the
all the
Lego
stores.
store, the Disney store, and just a gazillion people.
Yeah.
Just packed. Everywhere we went was so crowded. There were people everywhere.
Poor guy.
Everywhere. So many mobility scooters. So many.
Yeah.
And they'll run you over. Like they don't care.
Well,
if
those
somebody's in a mobility scooter,
Those are actually characters. Isn't
Oh.
that from Wall-E?
man. If you don't move out of the way, then there's no horns on those things. Those things are hitting backs of ankles.
Hell yeah.
Every once in a while, you hear and that's somebody getting hit with either a stroller or a mobility scooter. They don't care.
Yeah.
So throw 1 million people into I don't know how big Disney Springs. It's pretty big. But I mean, you got your elbows in.
You got a fanny pack on?
I had a fanny pack. Yes, I did.
Okay, good to know.
You know why?
Why?
Because I was afraid of getting pickpocketed.
Yes, little thieves everywhere. They're all crotch level. These kids just whoop, steal wallets out of back pockets from dads like you don't even want to know.
Did I have a fanny pack on? Yes, I did.
Was it a
Smart.
Mickey Mouse one?
It was not.
Oh.
Star Wars?
It was not. It was not a branded.
Oh.
It was not a brand.
Lululemon?
It was something my wife gave me.
Nice.
I'm not sure what brand it was.
Did she have a fanny pack on as well, your fanny pack fam?
It's a man bag.
She had a crossover kind of thing.
Okay.
It wasn't a fanny pack. It was a man bag. It was a satchel.
Great.
Because I was afraid of having stuff in my pockets.
Yeah.
And that's for real.
Well, you were going to be upside down a lot.
No, I was going to be bumping into people. I don't want everybody reaching into my pockets.
Well, yeah, but
I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be a victim. So I had all my stuff, my cell phone, my wallet, everything, ID in my little fanny pack.
Snack?
Right in front of me. Yes, I had snacks.
what kind of snack did you have?
I
in there?
had almonds.
Very good.
Oh, nice.
Just
Stuck
loose
to
in
the
there?
diet.
Loose almonds.
I
Yeah.
thought-
And saltines.
Did you have a little lock on it?
Okay, that's not the
He
story.
just dumps the nuts in the thing. and zips it up.
Mix in with it.
Disney Springs the first day, fine. Had a nice dinner. I forget where we ate. It was fine. Walked around. It was a nice Orlando evening. Great sunset. They got a little lake there. Sat, watched some cover band for a little while,
Cool.
and then went home because we were going to get up early
You better.
because we were going to be at Epcot.
You better take it seriously.
We were going to be at Epcot Center when that place opened up
Nice.
because we had to get on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
You did that first?
That was the first thing we
Oh,
did.
my gosh.
Dang.
Oh, my gosh.
And how was that? What was the line like?
Well,
Well,
can
let me
I
tell you how this works.
Okay.
Not only do you have to pay for your park ticket, but you got to pay for lightning lanes.
How much was that?
That's an extra $35 a person.
Wow.
Family of 4. Okay.
Okay, so with a lightning lane, you could basically reserve your spot for some of the rides so you don't have to wait in line. So let's say I want to ride Tower of Terror.
Yes, did you?
Sure did. Tower of
favorite.
Terror at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
So you do is you click on the lightning lane and you reserve a time. You go between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. So instead of waiting in a 60-minute line,
you show back
You
up at
schedule
5:15?
it. Yeah. I
And
love a
app-
type
an
A
app-
schedule.
Yeah, an app builds the itinerary for you so you like know exactly, oh yeah, I got 25 minutes and I'll do this and then I'll be over here at this time and then we'll ride this ride at this. It's you would love
I
it.
do love that. I will
Love
say
it.
that's excellent. Yes.
And it's worth it. That
and
lightning
it's
lane is-
100% worth it. I mean, I know,
100%
listen, it's expensive already.
But it's limited, correct?
You can only book 3 at a time. Now, here's the racket. Here's the rub, Rafe.
I know about
Give it
this.
to
Here's where the mouse gets you.
Oh, I know.
The lightning lanes are only good for certain rides. But for the big rides, like Guardians of the Galaxy, you need to pay extra.
What?
Extra.
What's that called? Like the Guardian.
Global.
No, it's like the premium pass. The premium pass.
Is this all in one app?
Oh, yeah, it's everything's in
God.
the
Everything
Disney
is one
app.
app.
All right.
And it's all got the map too, and it shows you how many minutes each line is waiting at
Oh,
that
and you
current
put your
time.
credit card in, and it's just a click, and they'll charge you. No problem. Don't even think about it.
Hey, while you're at it, get the Disney card. You get 10% off everything, and
Don't even
put that on
don't
there.
even think about it.
Fine.
I'm just clicking buttons, and we'll look at the bill later.
Wow.
We'll see it. We'll see the bill later. It's fine.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
enjoy yourself while you're here. Be our guest.
Be our guest. Freaking Beauty and the Beast.
So the thing with the premium lightning lane passes is Guardians of the Galaxy was one of the rides that's listed on there. So you have Guardians of the Galaxy, you have the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance ride, you have the Tron ride,
Nice.
and you have the Avatar ride.
Now, those 4 are the top 4 most ridden, and you have to reserve a spot. Guardians of the Galaxy, there is no line. Like, there is only reserve the high-end thing because I'm telling you, they spent $500 million on this ride. It is the greatest ride ever made in the history of the planet.
Hold up.
The
Tell
best
me,
ride.
Just talking about Guardians of the Galaxy specifically, how many people can ride at one time?
It's continuously going, but when you have 1 million people trying to get to
That's
one
what I
ride,
mean. Is it like 20 people can ride at one time, or is it like 10 people can ride at one time?
You're in a car. You're in like a
If I remember right, it's
Taxi?
maybe like 15 or 20.
no. You're in like a
Like a pod? It's not a pod.
And how long are you on the ride for?
oh well.
Okay, all right. You know, I'm just asking
let
my
this
questions.
unfold.
All right.
Hey, but it's the only one on the app. When you see it on the app, it has no, no timer, no like 65 minutes for a wait because there is no waiting.
Right.
That's not true anymore.
Oh, for real?
Well,
Like,
we
for
could not
us, you-
get the premium Lightning Lane pass for
Oh,
Guardians of
God.
the Galaxy.
Well, then you don't ride it.
No,
Were you losing your mind or what?
we showed up to Epcot Center
Go on.
about an hour before they opened up because we had to ride this ride. Not only did you say it's the best ride you'll ever ride, my wife and daughter did it last year. They said this is the best ride you'll ever be on.
And your son this is probably the only thing he's excited about.
He wasn't excited at all, to be
Okay.
honest.
Damn it.
That's in the cradle and the silver spoon.
He's over it.
But when that park opened, we had it mapped out where we're going to, in a sprint,
So if you beat it there, you actually could just wait in line?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
you go on the standby line.
So the whole family knows we are running. We have our shoes on and we are going.
Oh, we had our running shoes on.
You
No.
looked at the
Yeah, I
map, you
did.
knew where you were
Oh
going.
yeah, once you got to go up and left, or up and left and around.
Did you even do like the runner starting? Like, all right,
Just
family.
like
Well-
Usain Bolt.
yeah. He's,
Even that
he's
little necklace with a lightning bolt on it.
bent
I'm
down,
going to tell you
tightening his
that
shoes.
we weren't the only ones that had this idea.
I had a feeling you were.
Family Olympics.
Did you
Go.
realize when you took off that you're like, apparently some other geniuses thought of this.
No, because when we got there an hour before the park opened, 500 other people were already there.
Oh, easy. Oh, yeah, easily. We got there about 45 minutes to an hour before the gates opened, and it was like, I mean, and this was when it was
Dude.
light in March. I mean, it's like packed.
It
now.
might as well have been.
Did it turn into Squid Games?
It might as well have been. You're at the start line at the racetrack
I know.
with like the light tree, like the beep beep beep.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
Mario- yeah,
it's
it's
like
Mario
the
Kart.
Boston Marathon, but there's $1 million at the end of the 100 meters.
And I turned to my wife. I go, I'm not running.
We're not going to
I am not running.
And she said, yes, you are.
She said, you're going to run.
Oh, no.
I'm picturing the family from Home Alone trying to make the plane.
Yeah.
Run, Rudolph is playing.
Yes.
Just losing. You're losing a kid. You're dropping bags.
Leave him.
Yeah, screw the bag.
Sally
Had to
fell
throw
down.
the fanny pack
Smoke
into a
these
trash
kids
can.
too. Just get on
Leave
the
her.
ride.
And now you know why all the families are in like the teal blue things that say, Smith family Disney
It
trip.
really was a mistake not wearing matching shirts.
That's why they do
I
it.
should have really done it.
That's why they do it.
So on your marks, get set, go, and we are in a full sprint. I mean, I'm hitting people.
Yeah.
I got a kid's face. I pushed it out of the way.
Yeah, my
We
man.
are getting
Good.
on that ride.
That's
Yes.
right.
And we made it. There was still a 45-minute wait.
Not bad.
It wasn't bad.
What are you looking at as you're in the line? Like, is there fun stuff to just
Oh,
take
my
in?
God. They thought of everything.
Okay, good.
There's like, you walk through a world, and it's like a storyline, and there's things to look at, and there's holograms, and
Oh, so it feels fast. Like it feels.
It
good.
doesn't feel like 45 minutes at the Screaming Eagle. No.
Did you notice the bathrooms? Were there
there
bathrooms?
were no
nearby?
bathrooms because I remember telling the family, people poop on this line. People don't want to get out of line for this ride, and they poop right probably where you're standing.
Oh, jeez.
It's been a problem at Disney World for the past year or so.
Yeah, but the mouse cleans it up.
Since this specific ride is open, people defecate in the line because they don't want to get out of line.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, we've talked about this.
ain't no,
talked about
ain't no
this.
big deal, though.
There was like a poop hallway at Disney.
It was a Guardians
Well, I
and
must have been gone that day.
You might have been.
it was a
but-
Guardians and the Star Wars ride.
They're just dropping trowel and dropping a load
They're
right
wearing
there?
diapers
Yeah.
Oh, they're
and
diaping
doing
up.
different things.
Or they're just taking a crap in a corner.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you got to do what you got to do.
I get it, man. And you know what? I get
This
it.
broken
Oh,
Rafe.
did you just hear what he said?
No.
He gets it.
No, I get it because you don't want to get out of line.
Yeah, first of all, You're trying real hard to sell your point of view this morning. You keep being
Yeah.
like, see
brother.
see
This
how
is the
great it
tug of
is.
war
Let
of
him.
the Disney
I
adults.
have. Don't lead the witness.
I'm not.
I want to hear how
the man has his own mind. I'm not going to be able to sway
Listen,
him. I'm
we're all
just sitting
feeling
here.
very possessive of you now that you're back, and we are
I
afraid
just
that you
wanna
are
hear the
leaving
truth.
us.
Y'all are just
No,
jealous
I'm
because
not.
he's slipping through your fingers.
No, you're trying to.
You Disney hating fools.
There was some aggravation
I would
getting
hope
on that
so.
line. Okay? Did I want to get up at the ass crack of dawn just to go to Epcot?
No.
Maybe.
Did you eat
little.
at Epcot? Did you drink around the world at Epcot?
I wanted to. I did not because we didn't have time.
Whoa. Can I
This
ask?
is upsetting.
Can I ask a question?
Wow.
Because it does matter, especially in the body of Rizzuto, the body, mind, and soul. What was your attitude going in? Can I ask what your honest, give me your real honest attitude going in?
I promised my wife that I would go with the flow on everything.
That's nice.
Like go with the flow and
I don't believe I complained.
and grumble?
No,
Or
no.
Did you have a good
I was
attitude?
doing this for my kids.
Would you consider it a good attitude going in? PMA. Positive mental attitude.
I had an okay attitude.
What
That's a
got
win.
you?
I
That's
had
a win.
I feel like I don't believe that.
Now listen, no, I believe it. I believe you went in and you were like, okay, I'm going to really not complain. I'm going to do this for my daughter. We're here. We're as a family. This is it.
I'm
This
doing it
is
for my daughter and my son. My wife was getting emotional because she said this could be our last vacation together.
Oh my God. Well,
And I go, why? What's happening? The boy's going to be 16. And he's there going,
okay, she needs to get it together.
I know. I don't know if she was trying to lay it on thick.
She's right though. She's right because everything is falling apart. All of
What
our family.
are you talking about?
Listen, my daughter's 16, and all of our family all of our family trip plans for this year have been blown up in some way or another.
Okay.
we haven't been able to do
Well, I
anything.
hate hearing that, but
That this is what happens, and you do lose them.
But let's say, okay, you got a good attitude, but you're not fully engrossed yet. What did it for you when you where? And I'm getting ahead. What did it for you? The little magic of Mickey. What did it for you? Was it the Guardians of the Galaxy ride right then?
The Guardians in the Galaxy ride. Finally, we get on this damn thing.
Thank you.
It's our turn to get in the pod. And it was probably the greatest ride I've ever been on.
Where's it? Let me hit the clap button. Where is it?
Here,
Get out!
applause
Come
for
on, man!
yourself. Yeah. Okay.
Now, Rafe,
That's fine. It's a ride.
yeah, which lasted 2 minutes.
That was my next question.
It was a 2-minute ride.
45-minute wait, 2-minute ride.
Loved it.
Did the greatness of the ride?
Because I was aggravated
Yeah.
with having to run.
I wish we could have seen this. Gosh.
As we know, we are a shinless family, and
The Rizzes don't run. We're not a running people.
So for 45
I mean,
minutes, you
shinless.
stewed.
You're a shinless family.
We are a
except for the
shinless
wife.
family, and we.
So you stewed for 45 minutes about having to run.
That's a lot of straight leg running.
straight leg running, waiting for 45 minutes, 2 minutes of glory, though. You get on the ride. It blew your mind. You're like, this is incredible. Why was it the greatest ride?
It was awesome. I mean, it was a cool like roller coaster, interactive, Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy experience.
Nice. Okay.
Not to mention Peter Quinn, or is it Quill? Peter Quill?
Quill.
Quill, fine.
Peter Quinn.
Quill?
Peter Quinn was a classically
Peter
trained
Quinn,
Italian actor.
medicine
man,
woman.
baby.
Yeah.
Peter Quill is from St. Charles, and I felt there was some kind of
True.
St. Louis connection.
Hometown hubby
In the movie,
situation.
he is from Missouri.
I felt like there was some kind of Missouri connection
Okay.
that we all had.
What song did you get?
Oh, you got different songs?
Different songs, which changes the experience.
Because that soundtrack is kick ass.
It is a kick.
So
I
this-
forgot what song we got.
Yeah, so they do. So there's speakers. It's like super immersive, and there's blasting music, and there's like different songs each time. So it's almost like you want to go on it multiple times so you can experience it with each song. I think it's 3 songs that they offer, or 4.
It was cool. And then we got off, and then we had our lightning lane passes for and Epcot's about learning.
About the world.
You learn about space, and you're in there's one you go on a rocket ship, and those are fine.
And you didn't get to go do all the different parts of the world and
I did. I went to Canada.
Oh, okay.
We walked around because We were going to go to Magic Kingdom, too. So we went to Epcot, and then we're going to go to Magic Kingdom because we were going to ride some other rides there.
What was before we get into Epcot, I want to know, 45-minute shinless sprint on this side, 2 minutes of glory on this side. Did the scales balance? Or were you like, it was great, but I wouldn't do it again?
I was back to
zero.
Base.
Okay, so it was a wash.
So
Guardians
I
of
said,
the Galaxy ride was a wash.
I said, let's go. So we had these other rides. I said, let's go. I want to do.
Talk about leading the witness.
I literally asked the question.
I want to walk around the world. I want to do, because you go to Canada, you go to, England, you go to Japan and Germany.
Yeah.
So the wife goes to the bathroom, and I'm standing in Canada land, and I'm like, I need to go get some Molson's. We're here.
Might as well.
So she comes out. I'm two-fisting. I got 2 beers in my hands.
And now the scales are tipping up. Scales are tipping up.
What time is it? Noon?
It's about 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And were the prices what you expected?
Everything was expensive.
Oh, really? See,
Everything was expensive.
I didn't drink any beer,
Everything was
obviously, but
expensive.
I found that the food options out and about, the food and the drink was very reasonable, cheaper than anything that I was expecting.
Yeah,
I was expecting close to ballpark prices, and it wasn't anything like that. Pleasantly surprised.
I mean, we would drop $80, $90 for lunch. I mean, it was easily.
Well, yeah, family of 4 though. I mean,
Family
it's
of 4.
2025. You seen the prices anywhere?
Yeah, I know. I'm pounding Molson's in Canada.
I don't know what a Molson is. It's a beer, but it's like a light
Canadian beer.
I've never had a Molson.
A lager, Pilsner. Labatt Blue.
She's like, oh, already with the drink? And I go, yeah. I did have a good attitude the entire trip.
Okay.
I think I did.
You think you did? I know that you say that you were planning on it, but I wonder how it actually presented itself.
Ask my wife.
I would love to ask your wife. Call her right now. Call Amelia right now.
All right.
What time is it?
Is her number the same?
It's time to call her and
6:41.
ask her what your real attitude was going
I think
in.
I had a good attitude. I think I did.
I don't want to jump ahead, but I do want to talk about Tower of Terror. So when did that come up for you?
Me and the boy did that on Thursday.
Okay.
And that's it, Magic Kingdom?
And that's the only ride we did twice.
So you did get to Magic Kingdom?
We did get to Magic Kingdom. Well, Magic Kingdom on the first day. We went on Wednesday and Saturday to Magic Kingdom.
Oh, wow. So did you get to ride Tron?
We did Tron on Saturday.
Holy smokes, I got to hear about that. That was
I paid extra.
That was my second favorite.
Extra for the
Premium pass.
For the premium Lightning Pass. And that ride is 30 seconds long.
But
it was a cool 30 seconds, but it was at the end I went, that's it.
Did you, going back to Tower of Terror, because I love it, could you feel yourself going up? Like, did you know what was happening before you got on that ride? Because they have you watch the little Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, no.
Because I couldn't feel myself going all the way up.
People just started screaming immediately. I was annoyed.
Oh.
I was annoyed right away.
Dang it.
Oh,
The elevator door shut and everybody started screaming. I go, we're not even riding anything yet.
God, jeez.
It did scare the crap out of me. I didn't know anything about any of these rides. I intentionally know nothing about it, and I went in, knowing that this is a famous ride, and I was like, oh, this is neat. Like,
I love that ride.
What a whole thing. I'm in this room, and then they take you in here, and then all of a sudden you're...
My lovely wife's on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks for getting up early, Mills.
Good morning.
Good morning. Amelia, I have a question.
How's everything at home? Everything good?
Yes.
Everybody?
Just our usual morning routine. Thank you. We're all
Everybody
good.
happy? The dogs are all right? Everything's good?
Yes, everybody's great. Thanks.
3 things, and I'll wrap the first and the second one in together. How are you, and did you have a great trip?
Yes, I'm great. It was awesome. I loved it.
Okay.
But before you say that, remember you were like, this could be our last family vacation together, the boys.
Well, yeah, because, he's going to be 16, like getting a job, getting a car, leaving, and then the schedule's difficult. And it's just, he's going to be gone.
Honestly, did you lay it on a bit thick?
Yeah.
To get me excited about going?
Well, I just wanted everybody to enjoy it and be in a good mood, and I wanted everything to go great because this is it's a major memory. I think
100%.
But what I'm saying is, did you give me the whole? This could be our last family vacation.
I had to give him the same speech I gave the kids.
Oh, God.
I want everybody in a good mood.
She was in
We're
a
gonna have a
mom-
great time.
Were you in a mom group chat where you were just like, the suspects have been primed?
No, I'm solo.
And I did promise you that I would. You gave me a talking before. Like, you, please.
Yeah, because it's also like we're not just there to go to Disney. It's different when like families just go to Disney. We got this whole other major element involved of the cheer thing
Yeah.
and
Okay.
promotions and schedules and other people and
Yeah, there's a lot of juggling. So you really need a partner that has a good PMA, good positive mental attitude
Yes,
going
And
into
yes.
you
this.
did sit down. You sat me down and talked to me and said, "Listen, please don't be yourself. Please, for the children,
for me,
for you, of course. Please."
Yeah, I didn't even think about the cheer element part of this, where it was like,
Yeah, right.
the Disney is a big part of it, but yeah, there's also a big competition going on.
Yeah, and
Right.
it's
yeah, with
maestro.
lots of emotions and schedules. There's also practices and bus rides and like you can't just like get up and go somewhere. Like you got to get in a bus and you got to make a plan and
I did, and Meals, I did talk about, we got to Epcot right when they call it the rope drop when the place opens.
Right.
Oh
And
yeah,
I declared I
book
was
it.
not running.
Did you run? Did you make a
We
run?
had to run.
It was a fast walk. It was a very, very fast walk. Otherwise, you were going to get like hit behind when the scooter was chasing us.
Oh, he's got us thinking he's going, 31 miles an
Yeah,
hour. and
fast
he's-
Oh no,
Run
you're
for a
booking
man
it,
with no
yeah.
shins
But there
is
was
a run.
also like a sea of people going in the same direction. So you're also trying to like stick, like everyone's like holding each other's shirts and trying to stick together, and you're like,
It was wild.
I'm with them, like pushing them out of the way, and then the scooter's trying to run you over.
Yeah, throwing the mobility scooters.
yeah,
They don't care.
They
I
don't
mean,
care.
that woman was like, "Well, if they're in my way, I'm just going to run over them." I mean,
She
she just
said
said it. Said it.
Wow.
You're talking about that?
And then she still ends up in line in front of us somehow.
Yeah, she ran over 4 people.
She got turbo speed.
And we still had to wait 45 minutes for that friggin' ride.
So he takes.
No, you know what? We didn't have to wait 45. It took us 45 minutes, but it was moving.
See.
But it was
You know
still
what I mean?
45
Like-
minutes is 45
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, I get
Anyway.
it. So
I get it, yeah, but there's also lines where you're just standing there for like an hour and a half. Like this was at least we were walking through things.
So, Amelia, he took us through the whole thing, the rope drop, the 45 minutes, the running, and all this stuff. But he swears up and down that he really did through the entire time. And he says that he held it a positive mental attitude, a good attitude going through. And I just want...
I think I did.
We know. I just want confirmation
Yeah.
from a truthful source that was observing him throughout the week. How was his actual attitude?
Do you want to give like a letter grade?
Yes.
I want a
Yes.
letter. I want a letter grade, and not what you said. Not not your positivity. Or I'm being positive. Like his actual behavior. Please letter grade his positive mental attitude.
Be honest, you're under oath.
Okay, I didn't. Prep,
Okay.
We didn't prep for it. I didn't.
I would say I'll give him an A minus.
Whoa!
That's
I was
spectacular.
not expecting A grade.
I told you.
Wow.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Very
you know what?
good.
Because there was also a lot. There was so many elements, and I think he handled all of them well. There was a couple like you just walk away, moments. You're just like, I'm just going to go sit over there.
Yes, there were a couple of those.
Time out.
Is that
I
what
put
earned
myself
him
in
the minus?
timeout.
Is that what earned
Especially
him
at
the
the
minus?
ESPN zone. Yeah, when we were at the ESPN zone, there's a couple. I'm going to go sit over there in the corner by myself and just wait for this to end. And then the end of the days were hard because you don't even realize like how much your body hurts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We walked 10 miles the first day.
brother,
Oh, my
I know.
gosh,
Listen, we were staying at a campground, remember? And
10 miles. I on the phone, the health app.
That's good.
How
So it's
far
kind of
we
just,
traveled.
yeah. It was more like just let me be for a while by myself in a corner over here.
A minus.
She's the one that got into a fight with 2 people.
Who'd you fight at
Who
Disney?
did I get to play with?
Remember those bitches at the cheer competition?
Those bitches at the
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Remember
they-
that?
But that's not Disney. That's cheer, and that's
That's
where,
different.
yeah, that's where
So
fighting.
there's this
is supposed to
etiquette at cheer where like there's a stage and there's the seats in the front, and when it's your kid's time to perform, you get to sit in those front seats.
Oh, right,
And people
yeah.
understand that. Like they get up and they move, and then the next team comes in and those people sit. These bitches, like he said, am I allowed to say that?
Yes.
They sat there for like 4 teams and didn't move and
And you
just
couldn't
waited for
let
their
it go,
kids.
could you?
I couldn't let it go. I told them all the things I wanted to tell them.
Yeah, as you should. They even make announcements in between like every 3 rounds. They're like, hey, this is for the people that are watching their kids. Get out.
They were squatting, and I go, here we go.
You know.
Here
And
we
you know what?
go.
Then they started praying, and I'm like, oh, God is not forgiving you for this.
No.
They started praying.
They're
So
praying.
she's telling them off.
I'm like,
She's telling them off,
disgusting.
and I'm like,
I'm
yes.
screaming at them.
While they're praying, you're screaming at them?
Oh,
They
yeah.
started praying.
I was like, you're disgusting. I'm like, God doesn't forgive you for this. You know you shouldn't be sitting here.
Oh, it was wild. I'm like, here we go. I'm like,
I'm like, I hope you can watch your child. I'm like, well, I'm standing in the corner. I was screaming.
So
at them.
you rebuked 2 women?
Oh, there was like 7 of them. I
2
just
women
started
at a
screaming at all
cheer
of them.
competition based around spirit? That is the coolest thing I've heard in a long time.
So she's yelling at these women, probably calling them every name in the book, and they start praying. I go, sweet. I'm like, this
God
is,
can't help you
That
now.
really pissed me off. Oh,
like,
God. When
this
they
is
started
awesome.
praying, I flipped
Let's
out.
go.
You're in the corner smoking a cigarette like, God can't help you now, lady.
Sir, there's no smoking in here.
She's cussing them out in Russian.
I was talking about how we were going around the world at Epcot. You come out of the bathroom. I got two beers in my
Yeah, I'm
hand.
like, why do you have 2 beers?
I got one for you.
I thought it was an
I know she
accident.
don't drink beer, so I'm like just pound the 2. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
A minus. Meals, I'll take
A minus.
That's pretty
okay.
good.
Take it.
So
That is really
since we're doing letter grades, I just want to hear from you because we haven't got the full story or the full experience review from him on how he felt about the whole Disney experience. Just taking the cheer out of it and all that. Just the Disney experience, Amelia. And I don't know if you've been before, but what was
Yes.
what
She
was
was
your
there last year. That's
what
why
was-
we went.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What was your letter grade for the whole Disney thing?
I would give that a B.
Yeah.
Only because it is a little frustrating with the app and the lightning lanes. And, if you're not on a Disney property, we couldn't get some lightning lanes, even though we were willing to pay for them, because the Disney properties, they get to book it 7 days in advance.
Right.
And we kind of didn't realize it was all different. So there's a lot of scheduling and a lot of checking constantly. Okay, we got to run here, we got to run there, we got to run there. So you can't enjoy as much as you would just want to wander and just hop on stuff.
And I don't want to wait 80 minutes.
Yeah, we had a hopper, so we were hopping from one day. We did 3 parks.
Dang, that's a lot to try to get in. No wonder you're
we did it.
exhausted. Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
it.
Come home and want to sleep for a week.
Meals, I think
Yeah.
I think we did good.
We did good. We did good.
Do you think the kids enjoyed it?
Yes, I do. I even think my son secretly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Making memories. Coming home with memories.
And I don't think
tears,
we need to
and-
do it again.
and ears.
Honestly.
One and
Well,
done.
the girl and I are going every year. We go every year because that's her thing. She goes to the summit every year.
Well,
And
you
her
have-
ticket, you have to it's a $500 fee for her to compete, and that comes with a 2-day park hopper.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Well, you
So
have
then I just
FOMO?
have to buy a park. What's that?
I'm talking to Rizz. Will you have FOMO if Amelia and the girl go next
Oh, I
year?
doubt it.
No.
No? Okay.
Hey, I'll go with. Hey,
No.
I just thought of a question, and I have to ask this. At any point, and I mean, even for a second, was Rizz wearing ears at any point?
Were you holding the girl's ears at any point? No, I don't think so.
Okay, because I didn't think he would admit it to us.
Nice segue for us.
No, he didn't. We did have ears, but he did not wear them. No.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, my love. Thank you so much for clearing the air. I told you.
Okay,
Best.
good job, babe. Good job.
I told you we did good.
Yep.
We did good.
And you were the one that got into fight with people.
That's right.
You were the
But
one.
that's different. I had
It's
no
not
choice.
different.
I had no choice.
There's always a choice. She
I love it.
she chose almost violence.
Okay, bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, there she is.
Oh, that's great. Good for you, man. A minus. Good attitude.
Wow.
going
I
in.
had a great attitude.
Well, tell me more. Tell me more. Take us through whatever the other highlights are. 'cause I
So,
wanna-
okay, so we did Epcot the first day and Magic Kingdom. Fine.
Fireworks?
Did the fireworks.
So you actually got to see them at the park?
Yeah.
Exquisite.
first day.
Were you not blown away?
I was
Yeah,
ready. I'm honest with you. I was ready to get the hell out of there.
Oh,
at
really,
that
dude?
point.
I was inspired. The kids
I was
were
like, let's
this is
go.
Cool. I was
I'm
like,
like,
cool.
Did you hug any characters?
No.
Oh,
No,
man.
because
Did you see the parade?
when we walked into Magic Kingdom, the parade was already going on, and I go,
Yeah.
oh. I go, oh. I
A
just want to get
minus.
through. I just want to get through to go to the rides. I was already tired. 9 o'clock, they do the fireworks. I'm like, do we got to stay for this?
I mean, they're great fireworks, but I get it.
It's not
I'm
just
like,
fireworks.
and everybody's going to leave at the same time.
It's not
No,
just
but-
fireworks. It's like a show. It's like a whole light and everything.
I'm like, I
show.
just want to get to the.
The thing about it, Amelia made this point, is like you gotta be a logistics expert.
You have to.
go to Disney.
Well,
And it takes you can't, like, I remember there was a dad, idiot, wasted one of his lightning passes on the fireworks. And he's like, yeah, I signed up for this so we'd get a good spot on the grass. I'm like, everybody gets a good spot, dude.
Moron.
Their fireworks are up in the air, dummy. You wasted a lightning pass on this? Fool?
You fool! You fool!
Shame your father, kids.
No, we saw the fireworks. It's fine.
What was the most impressive part to you? Was it the ride?
The most impressive part of what?
The whole experience where you walked away and go, I'm going to remember that. Your core memory that you made. What was it?
That I got an A- in my attitude.
Well, that is really good.
That
That's
you held
today.
it together.
So that was Wednesday. We did Epcot and Magic Kingdom.
Did
Thursday.
did you do Jungle Cruise or Ratatouille or any of those?
We did Ratatouille, yes. That
That's a
was
good one,
pretty
too. Yeah, that's a good one.
You do Small World after all?
We did not do that.
No?
No,
You
the
didn't hear the
teacups.
hit song?
You didn't do the teacups?
I didn't,
What?
I
We did
didn't,
Pirates of the Caribbean. I wanted to do the Haunted Mansion. Nobody wanted to do it.
I don't think I even saw the teacups.
Okay. Thursday was just me and the boy.
Okay.
Yeah,
And we're
baby.
going to do Hollywood
Here we go.
Studios.
Galaxy's Edge.
And we were surgical about this because it was just him and I. Like, let's not get there early. We'll get there about 11 o'clock. We're going to do the things, and we're going to get out of there. And we did Star Wars Rise of the Resistance first, and that was so freaking cool. Once you walk into that Star Wars world, I honestly, I got goosebumps. I did.
Well, good.
Yeah, my man.
That's
I nerded
great.
out.
My man.
I nerded out a bit.
Like your nostalgia came forward?
Oh, they have a life-size Millennium Falcon there.
Yeah.
You, you just get to be someone enjoying life.
And were there a lot of
so
nerds
cool.
there? Yes.
Yeah, you were there on May
Sorry.
the 4th weekend, I would imagine.
Oh,
Probably peak.
Man.
Slammo.
So many lightsabers.
Were there like Princess Leia's walking
So
around?
many Perchins. What?
Oh yeah, they got everything. Mandalorian's walking around with Grogu. Like it's. I mean, it's full.
Oh, there were
Return of the
storm-
Jedi, Princess Leia with the
there were-
bikini?
No.
But I mean,
That's what Rizz was dressed
I
in.
was gonna say you could go like that.
Nobody
I
was
guess.
dressed up like that?
And a
were
fanny
storm-
pack and the Princess Leia costume.
Stormtroopers walking around.
Blue milk. You can get that whole
I
thing.
didn't have that
You didn't have the
garbage.
blue milk?
Oh, it's stupid. I'm not paying for blue milk.
Did you have like a Mickey Mouse shaped ice cream or anything? Like fun? Did you eat anything fun?
He wasn't there for fun.
What the hell, man? You're the food
I
guy.
didn't have any fun meals.
Well, that's upsetting.
So was the Star Wars thing well done? Was
Oh,
it packed?
dude,
Like
again,
I
it was
haven't
pa-
been to
it
that,
was packed.
So I'm interested in this.
You pay extra for the lightning lane for that one.
There's a restaurant that's like
the cantina.
yeah, like the canteen. I mean, the
Were
whole
the
thing
aliens
is
playing instruments?
yes.
Really?
I mean, it is full on.
Are they real people? Or are they real aliens?
You don't know what's animatronic there, honestly.
Did they talk? Did the people talk trash? The bad guys?
The stormtroopers do.
Yeah. They walk through the audience and like talk trash. To
Yeah,
everybody,
they'll talk
right?
trash.
Yeah,
to you.
anybody from the Empire.
Did you guys dress up?
They're uncool.
No.
So
I wore
you were-
shorts and a light shirt.
Okay.
I was dressed for comfort. So we did the Rise of the Resistance. We did the Smuggler's Run. We did the Star Tours one. It was fine. It was good.
Well, how about the Hall of Presidents? Was that
That was
awesome?
closed,
Dang it.
and that's at Magic Kingdom. That was closed. I wanted to go see that. Closed for renovation. So we did. We did the Hollywood Studios, and then Friday was cheer day, was all competition day. And then Saturday we did Magic Kingdom. What's the
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom?
Oh, so you did Avatar.
We did Avatar, and then we did. We ended at Hollywood Studios and Tower of Terror again.
Tell me that Avatar
Awesome.
area wasn't just spectacularly
The
impressive.
longest wait for any ride of any park was the Aerosmith ride.
Oh yeah, and that was
I
closed
thought
when
that
I
was
there.
closed.
No,
They-
it was
I-
open. We did it, and it was pretty cool.
I've done that one before. So you got to see like Joe Perry and Steven Tyler like bring you to the recording studio. And all that.
Yes.
I thought they like took that down and made it into something new. Did they move it?
I think they're going to,
Oh.
and it was under construction when I was.
It was a
there.
pretty cool roller coaster.
I was there the day they opened it up and Aerosmith was in a parade.
Whoa.
Like open, and we didn't realize that. We just happened to be there, right place, right time.
That's kind of
And
neat.
it was sweet.
Wait, that was the longest line?
Of anything,
Love that.
Dang.
of any of the rides I saw all weekend,
Wow.
the Aerosmith ride was the longest wait.
Maybe because it's going away, people are like, got to do it.
Maybe it's tucked away. It's in Hollywood Studios. It's like tucked away in a corner.
Yeah, for us it was Space Mountain. It was like the older ones. They are a little less efficient as far as the line
Space
goes.
Mountain sucks. That ride. That
No,
is the
you-
headache.
It's old,
That
right?
is the headache
You're
giver.
wrong. You're wrong.
I had a splitting headache after that one.
Oh, cry me a river.
Well, you were drinking 2 beers at a time. So
I was a
let's not
little.
blame it all on Space Mountain, brother. I think the Molsons played a part.
Walt Molson's.
In
All in
the
all-
heat. Was it hot?
It was hot. It was sweaty. It was swampy.
How how did the girls' team do in the cheer comp?
They didn't make it to the second day. So basically, we went down there and spent all this money for 2.5 minutes of a routine.
Okay.
But it was a good
You
routine.
had a great family vacation.
She got passes out of it.
Memories of a lifetime, huh? Yeah, she was bummed her team didn't make it. So
Was there any vomiting?
another rub. Here's where they get you.
Okay.
Here's where they get you. So they compete on Friday, and the second day is Sunday. So you don't know whether you're going to compete on Sunday, so you have to buy a hotel for an extra day.
Oh,
Yeah, that's stupid.
wow, that sucks.
So we had a late flight Sunday. So we got up in the morning on Sunday morning, and we're like, we're done with the park. No more parks. We're done.
So what'd you do?
We went to go see the Thunderbolts movie.
Oh, how was that?
yeah.
Great.
Number one at the box office.
Went to Disney Springs to go at the AMC theater.
Yeah, right.
Over there, which was not as impressive as I thought it should be.
Oh, the theater?
Yeah.
Well,
Considering its location.
Considering it's a Disney and it's a Marvel movie, and
Yeah.
Disney usually goes all out.
Have like introductions in
but
there.
that's not a Disney thing. That
But it's not a
AMC
Disney
theater.
property.
Yeah, I get
Okay.
it.
Let me ask you this. I want you to give me 3 things that they got right and 3 things you think they got wrong.
And a letter grade
And
overall.
the full overall letter grade.
The technology they use to kind of move people along. Like I wore my Apple Watch, and you can use that as the pass to get in everywhere. So literally put your wrist up to.
They give you that too. If you don't have an Apple Watch, they give you like
That's
the wrist.
extra.
They give you the wristband.
Right.
Yeah, but that's like you got to pay extra for that.
Yeah, it's like $20 for the actual physical thing, but whatever.
So the technology was cool. The food, I will say, was good. Everywhere you go, the food's good. The employees there were very nice.
They have to be.
They have to
Will
be.
take them out back.
Beat the hell out of them.
They'll disappear into the sewers.
Goofy
The
got
prices,
paid.
as far as bad thing, I mean, the prices to get in the parks are just exorbitant. I mean, it's crazy.
And then all the add-ons.
And then the add-ons, they do nickel and like, if you get your photo taken, you got to pay extra for that.
It's hilarious.
Wait, what? No. Oh, you mean out and about in and around the park?
Yeah, and around the park.
Well, that was the other cool thing is like the app, because you were sending us pictures, and like before in the old Six Flags things, you had to sit at the end of the end of the line and wait and see if you could see yours and be like, 0080, that's me. Can I see it? And then they try to charge you for it, and then they print it out, and then you got to carry this stupid thing. This is they recognize your face, and it boop sends it right to your phone, and bam, it's there for freezies, included. And then you can send it to your family, or everybody already has it. That was cool.
That is nice.
Oh, the song. Okay, so somebody did send me the songs for Guardians of the Galaxy. It was Disco Inferno was playing.
Very good.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
Did you see Club 33?
No.
Ooh.
I
Couldn't
would
find
like
it.
to get back to 2 more things they got wrong. We've pivoted.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
They give out too many mobility scooters.
All right. That's a good one.
What do you mean?
Wait,
like,
just need to limit that?
too many
Wait, they need to really
undeserving-
limit that.
What do you mean too many? Like there's too many people that needed them there that day, or they're just giving them out willy-nilly?
They're just giving them out. I don't know what the standards are for getting one,
You get a
I
discount.
need one. There you go.
but they need to limit the amount that are allowed at one time in the park.
Maybe they can make a little track for everybody.
And there are some rude mother effers out there, honestly.
Oh, I believe it. Especially when you start talking about the money and everyone thinks they're entitled because they spent the same amount of money you did, and it is very tiered. Like you gotta have the more money you have to spend, the better your experience is going to be. So it's it's not super democratic.
Yeah.
Give me one more thing that you feel like they got wrong, and then I'll
That Disney got wrong.
Well, this is at the park. You gave me 3 good things, and you gave me 2 bad things.
I do wish that they connected the parks a little better. If you want to hop from one to the other,
You still have
Like
to
the-
go out the front. And,
you still get the monorail will take you from Epcot to the Magic
yeah.
Kingdom, but if you want to get from Animal Safari, what do they call it?
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, you got to take you got to take the monorail to the bus, and you got to do this and you got to do that, and it takes an hour.
Oh, really?
Oh,
See, we just did the
geez.
buses, because we stayed at the at Fort Wilderness, the campground, and we just did buses everywhere, and it was great.
Ironically, the New York Post had an article about Disney World. It came out yesterday, and the headline is The real cost of one day at Disney World. Data 5 reveals outrageous price tag. So this is a father of 5 at Disney. This is how much he spent for a family of 5.
Before we even got into the park, it cost me $30 just for parking. Tickets for a family of 5 with one child under 10 was $974. Right after our first ride, we bought 2 waters and 3 ice creams. After the second ride, they wanted a pretzel and I wanted a beer. We each ended up with a small pizza, each had a side and a small drink. Once we got to Star Wars Land, we had to buy some blue milk. The kids then snuck away and bought some Star Wars Coca-Cola. After the next ride, we went and had a churro, a water, and a margarita. We ended up at the Formata Cocina for some Mexican food. $30 for carnitas, $19 margarita, $8 corn, $30 carne asada, and then each of the kids with drinks and food. The grand total for our day was $1,391.91.
That's about right.
Yikes.
And Eden Spring for the Lightning Lane passes.
That's for one day.
One day. One day.
So,
Is it a bit much?
what's the overall letter grade?
I would give it a good. I would give it a B plus.
Okay.
B plus experience.
But you said one and done?
I think so.
So you and Amelia both gave it a B and a B plus.
Yeah, I think one and done. I think we did it. It's fine.
Did you buy a shirt?
I did not.
I'm going to go ahead and take that as an enormous win in my column as far as Scott Rizzuto going to an experience in summer weather, essentially. Hot,
Happiest
crowded.
place on earth. You send the grumpiest man on earth to happiest place on earth, you get a B.
I will accept. That's fine for me too. If you would have come in here, Disney shirt on, the ears,
Oh.
still
A
up
plus
Goopy's
plus.
ass, I wouldn't have been able to deal.
I'm not a Disney person.
Okay,
That's all we wanted to know.
thank you.
And I honestly, for the people that go all the time, you made him money. Where are you getting the money from? Where are you getting the money from?
do for money?
Where are you getting the money from?
Let me ask you. Yeah.
Where are you getting the money? Who are you robbing?
Right.
What's your take on, because my take on Disney has always been, I went down there with a child and I was like, this is awesome for him. My job was to be the logistics manager of a trucking company.
Yeah.
And make sure that we were maximizing, because of the price. And I'm like, we have to maximize this experience. I have to know I was on the app, I was on the map, I had snacks, I had everything ready to rock and roll, because I'm like, this kid's going to get every bit of this experience I can give him in a day. Or we went down there for like 3 or 4 days. I can't remember. We did 3 of the parks. We did Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, and one of the other ones I can't remember. But could you see yourself ever going there without children?
Never.
You see, I think I
So it wasn't
view this,
magic enough of a kingdom for that.
Never.
I view this completely differently.
I
And-
would-
and in
there-
fact, I think
there are
I think
a-
people miss the point of what Disney was even doing with
There
this.
are a million other places I could go.
Oh yeah, maybe so. But I still think you could go and enjoy yourself without kids.
I'm sure if I had to,
Your beers and your rides and your all that kind of stuff.
if I had to, it wouldn't be my choice to go.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
You could make it an adult experience if you wanted to.
because that's how it's built.
There's
The
alcohol.
whole thing, the whole idea in the 50s was to have a place not just for kids.
There are adult things
I get it.
as far as like get yourself liquored up everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you get
Jeez.
drunk, anything could be fun if you're drunk enough.
And that's why I think the point is of putting basically places to get liquor every, I don't know, 300 yards.
If you were to go by yourself, if we had a RizzShow retreat where the 5 of us had to go to Disney, what would be the things that without the kids in tow, Scott Rizzuto would do again?
Yeah.
What would I do again?
What did you have fun as an individual? Not because you were with your
I would
son,
like to-
or not because
I honestly-
you were trying to be Mr. Positive for the family.
I would like to
Something
have
that you were
spent
like,
more time at Epcot.
okay,
Yeah, Epcot's pretty awesome.
Okay.
so you would do Epcot.
I was pleasantly surprised with Epcot.
And what was one spot that you
What was good about it?
Yeah, I like learning.
There's a lot of things going on there.
Okay.
So much, in fact. that
And
you-
there's the drinking around the world thing I wanted to do. I wanted to try some of the foods there.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
But again, it would not be my first choice of places to go. Scott, what were you going to ask?
What was one spot that you didn't even know existed or expected that was really awesome and would go see again?
That I was not expecting?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting some of those rides to be as awesome as we've come a long way in ride technology.
Were they air conditioned? On the ride?
I mean, the Avatar ride, it's like you're on top of one of those dragons that kind of go around.
Yeah, it's like a theater.
And you're flying around on this thing, and like you fly through mist, and they put mist in your face. It's like a 4D experience. It's pretty, and even the smells, like you're flying through a field, and you smell like it's you're in the field.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Any rides let you down? Any ride you got on, you're like, I could have skipped that.
Yeah, I mean, when you're doing like Tron and, Star Wars, and you get on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, where it's just like
it's a little different. You're just
like a little floating thing, and you're seeing these animatronic, pirates. You're like,
Yeah, it's fun because you're seeing like a piece of history and some other things.
Yeah.
But then if you go on Tron after that, you're just like, oh my God.
Like they need to update Pirates because the movies have surpassed the ride. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like the movies are so cool and so entrenched, and I'm like, they could really make that an experience now.
On the instant feedback, somebody's asking, how closely do they monitor people drinking throughout the parks? With the amount of alcohol they were selling there, I didn't see one like sloppy drunk person.
Yeah, nobody's really misbehaving. That's the crazy thing.
I mean, aside from from some rude behaviors, I didn't see anybody misbehaving. And the place is pretty clean.
It's a small world sucked. Someone said in the thing. By the way, that ride does suck.
I don't know what that is.
That's the one.
It's the dolls.
All the kids singing.
Yeah, I get it. It's the thing you just said. It's steeped in history of the park. But I was like, we got to ride. It's a small world. It's like one.
It's like a rite of passage.
Barring.
Oh, okay.
Maybe our next trip will be to Crater Diamond State Park, because I don't know if you saw that somebody found a diamond there.
Another in Arkansas?
Yes, I saw this.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so picture this, guys. And have you heard of this place, Crater Diamonds?
Mm-hmm.
I know Moon and
I've not.
It's just over the border down in Arkansas.
It's called Crater Diamond State Park.
About once a year, it's more than once a year people find diamonds, but it's once a year somebody finds some big, giant yellow stone or something.
Some guy named David DeCook. He's from Minnesota. He was down there at Crater of Diamonds. He's actually been going to the park with his brother for 20 years.
And correct me if I'm wrong, it's something like, it's like a national park fee where you $8 and you get to go in and if whatever you find is yours.
Yeah. A lady I worked with at Lori's went once a year. She loved it.
This guy goes
convinced she was going to find a diamond.
And that's what this guy was convinced he was going to find something one day. Been going with his brother for 20 years. Loves searching for rocks, especially was it agates?
Agate?
Agates. Look at me. Idiot. This time, his trip to Crater Diamonds paid off. About an hour into their latest trip, David and his brother, dad in tow, digging for diamonds. David notices something shiny. And at first he thought, is that a candy wrapper? Some a-hole left a Three Musketeers wrapper on the ground. Then he thought, it's a Werther's wrapper. He gets closer. That's no candy. It's a diamond. Not just any diamond. He found a 3.81 carat brown diamond. That's right, a brown diamond.
I didn't realize that's what those were. So you can find that at Disney.
Turns out it's the biggest diamond found in the park so far this year. Dave even got to name it. He calls it the Duke Diamond, after his hunting dog. So 3.81 carat diamond found at the Crater Diamond State Park, worth about, on the low end, $2,000, high end, $11,000.
Holy smokes.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Is it worth it after 20 years to make
good question.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Just
Between $2,000 and $11,000.
So we'll say $6,000. So you found a $6,000 rock? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say.
That's nice.
That's pretty cool.
20 years?
Yeah, brother, you're doing it for the trip. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have to give them the diamond and they have to pay you, the park? Or
Nope.
where do you take the diamond?
No, I think it's yours.
That's sweet.
There's lots of other stuff there too, right? Because I feel like when my friend would go, when she loved it. She was it's like down by Eureka Springs, right? because it's kind of a little hippie part of Arkansas,
Yeah.
I believe. And she would go and come back with crystals, but she said they would find like all kinds of little like crystals and quartzes and stuff. She would always find
gems.
something.
That's neat.
So I guess we like that stuff. But man, 20 years of going.
Yeah, but no, I
$8
bet he
a
does
pop.
a lot of hiking and stuff.
Doing the math on what you actually made.
Oh, it's all about the hunt, though, Rafe. Come on.
You're right. I guess
Come on,
it's
it's not
just
done.
finding it.
Just reading some of the Coleman's Campers text line questions here. Did I do the Millennium Falcon ride? Yes, that was Smuggler's Run. We did that as a family. The kids got to, because you get to actually be the pilot of the Millennium Falcon.
Whoa.
You get to drive the ship. So there's the pilots, there are the gunners, and the engineers. You know what? That's actually one of the rides we did twice.
Dang.
So the first time the boy and I did it on the Thursday run, we were the engineers. Okay, the kid in front of me was like a 3-year-old kid with his dad. The kid pooped his pants.
Great.
I wanted to do it again.
Happens.
So we did it with the family, and my 2 kids got to be the pilots. All they did was yell at each other.
Nice. Blinker on?
How does it compare to Six Flags? Come on.
They're just two different
good question.
types of parks, okay?
You know what? That is a very St. Louis question because I think a lot of people think it's just like, Six Flags plus a couple, and it's just not. It's just not. And I'm not crashing Six Flags because I love Six Flags.
Six Flags.
I really do.
Six Flags is the Southwest Airlines.
And this is a private jet.
But yeah. Well, definitely has a first class experience. Yeah. I don't know if it's PJ.
I'm sorry, 636. You don't drive the ship, you pilot the ship.
Oh, excuse
You're
me.
right. I am uncultured.
Yes.
Actually,
Actually, I swear to God, all the kids did was yell at each other the entire ride because one wasn't doing something right.
That's funny.
Pull up, you idiot!
Well,
Okay.
yeah, you didn't really talk about that. What were your kids' experience? Did they get along? Did
No,
they put
they
their
fought-
petty
they fought a lot.
differences aside?
Did you pay
They
attention to
did.
them?
They
Yeah,
fought
they did.
at the happiest place on earth. Your children fought.
Well, once you throw in the heat and you throw in 2 teenagers,
Hungry. Walking
Were the
a lot.
fights about where they were? What was going to happen? The itinerary, or just
it was one would be walking behind the other one and would trip the do the whole kick the feet thing. It was petty stuff. Don't touch me. You're too close to me.
Good sibling.
Smell.
Good sibling bonding.
Yeah. And I'm trying to hold it together. So, is it like Six Flags? Come on.
That's great.
Well, here's the thing about Six Flags, though. In defense of the flags, in defense of the
Flags are fine.
price
right up the street
versus democracy of rides, you probably getting out of there $1,000 a day less at Six Flags with a family of 5, I bet. You go in there, yeah, you're still paying a little top tier corn dog prices, but the lines are all even. You don't really get a fast pass at Six Flags. You're not getting upcharged for a bunch of stuff. You basically pay admission. Sometimes you just bring a Coke can.
And it's in Eureka.
You get in on a Coke can.
It's great.
The mastery of Disney, though, is
I got diabetes for one.
Try taking a Coke Zero
one
can
ticket.
to the gates of Disney and watch how fast you're thrown in the lagoon.
right. The mastery of Disney is they have it so well done where they package everything because they want you to be on the Disney properties and this kind of stuff. And that may seem obnoxious, but there are Disney pros out there.
Oh, there are, yes.
There are Disney Pro websites and Disney vacation planners and all that kind of stuff that will help you cut every single corner. And I don't even mean cut corner. That's like a wrong way to put it. But like to find the deals and to organize it where you're actually maybe saving 30-40% of your time and money. Like there's a lot of ways to do it where you don't have to just go in and pay top dollar on everything.
Dude,
If you're going to do that, they'll let you.
they had to put a kibosh on it. Rizz and I talked about this on a past number 2 show, but there were people in wheelchairs who were renting themselves out for the day to go to Disney
Yeah, you
with
could rent
your
a handicapped
family.
person.
You rent a handicapped person to go to Disney and skip the lines.
I love
Oh, yeah.
entrepreneurs
And the guy
like
was
that.
making like
Brilliant.
hundreds of
Yeah, they put a
thousands of
stop to
dollars
that.
a year, and they kicked him out of the park.
They put a stop to it. You could go on to it was a Craigslist thing.
Wow.
Like, find me a handicapped person so they could be my chaperone.
Our cameras are catching your face every single day.
How many
with
families
the
do you
Disney-
have?
You're kin to a lot of people.
Hey, it's brilliant though.
314. I did talk about Space Mountain. I hated it. Worst ride of the whole thing.
Because he was drunk and he had a headache.
I was okay. Fine. I may have been a little dehydrated. All right, we got to take a break, but first. And Team Rizz Member of the Day brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Rizz Show and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990 from Carlisle, Illinois. Stacy Sadler is our team member.
All right.
Stacy is a day one listener, loves the games and listening to everybody mess with each other. She loves Freak of the Week the most. Stacy loves animals and is not really a people person. She, just like me. I love animals and I hate people.
It's fine.
And she does love the Rizz Show. Stacy Sadler from Carlisle is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, it's 7:20. It's a Tuesday. Crab on Celebrities next. First look at the traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Oh, no. Well, I lost my sheet.
Everything's all right out there, guys.
Yeah, hey, look at that. Everything is doing just
I'll interject
fine.
here while we pull it up. The guy was making $1,040 a day, $130 an hour, and rich Manhattan moms were renting a guy in a wheelchair so
Good
their
for
kids
him.
could skip the line.
Get that money, Daddy.
And he made a lot of money
That's
for
a
a
great
long.
little hustle.
I mean, that's
I like it.
$1,000 a day, 5 days a week.
That's pretty
Good.
wild.
Good money if you get it.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have 2 lanes blocked due to a crash, 364 eastbound at St. Peter's Parkway. Right lane is also blocked and right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash, 44 eastbound at Vandeventer. Your point forecast, mostly sunny, high of 74, going to be beautiful. And right now it is, it's only 49 at the Point Studio.
How do we not call it Disneyland?
Is that what we want to call it
Yes.
now? It's Disneyland now?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, great.
Crab on Celebrities next. Learn what you got.
Our David Lee Roth prayers have been answered.
Yeah.
Is Andre 3000 the Frank Zappa of our time now? Who's Instagram official and a fun new crappy game called New Name Who Dis?
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. King Scott. Where is he? Oh, he's somewhere. I think King Scott.
He's throwing up in the bathroom.
King Scott brought his guitar with him. And I believe King Scott will serenade us
Ooh.
with a song after Crap on Celebrities. Stay there.
All right, backstage at Point Fest, and for the first time playing our fantastic festival, a rock and roll band that we have come to like quite a bit in the last 6 to 9 months. Gentlemen, it's great to see you from Bad Flower. Welcome to St. Louis and welcome to Point Fest. It's
Thank
great
you
to have
very
you
much.
here.
It's great to be here.
So I want
Talking into the fart mics.
talking into the fart mics, absolutely. The first thing that I just want to like kind of cut straight to it. The song Promise Me we're playing right now,
Oh, cool,
and I
good.
love it.
Thank you.
Like, I absolutely love it. When we play it, I honestly feel like it jumps out of the speakers and just, I don't know, man, I think it just sounds great, but it definitely sounds different than the
Yeah.
first 2 singles before it. I'm assuming that was a purposeful move on you guys' part.
I think if it was up to me, Promise Me would have been the first single. But there were tactics involved, and as
Victory Men's Health is where it's at, boys. Listen up. This was for the boys and the gals. Because they also, you know, Tina goes there too, and a lot of our respective partners go out to Victory Men's Health because they also, they have a lot of stuff for women there too. But no matter what you're doing, they do focus on men's health. And no matter what's going on with your body, man, if you're over the age of 35 and you're not feeling yourself, that could be Father Time, but it could also be a chemical thing going on in your body. You might have low T. You might have a vitamin deficiency. You might need some collagen. Maybe need to lose a few pounds. Maybe need some peptide therapy. Whatever it is, Victory Men's Health has got you covered. They even have cardiovascular testing to make sure that your veins and arteries are running clear and smooth. And you can get that done at their Sunset Hills location. And they have 4 locations, so wherever you are, there should be one near you, so it's easy for you to get in and out. You can go to victorymenshealth.com and schedule an appointment in either O'Fallon, Illinois, or Missouri, or you can schedule one at the Town and Country location that Moon and King Scott and I frequent, or the brand new location down in Sunset Hills. It's only been open for about, I'd say they're probably pushing a year now. They still got that new Victory Men's Health smell. And when you go in, they're your biggest cheerleader. They'll invest in your health. They'll test your blood down to a cellular level. You come back, you talk to the doc. They tell you what's going on with every single facet of your health, and they get you on a plan that's designed specifically for you, and they hold your hand every step of the way and cheer you on. So don't wait. Take your health back in 2025 with VictoryMen'sHealth.com, VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
Hey, it's Jeff backstage at Wayback Point Fest in freaking living color. Look at those guys. They're right there. Thank you guys for taking the time to do this. Much appreciated. Let's get this out of the way. I have an amazing story about, and I just told this on the show. I do the morning show. I'm part of the morning show on The Point. A million years ago when you guys were on a tour opening with Rolling Stones. Yeah. Or for Rolling Stones, whatever. Are they closed for you guys is the way I look at it. You guys did the stop at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Yes. 1990, whatever it was, or 80, whatever 89. It was. 89. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm 52. I'm right there. Okay. Right. So my dad was a huge fan of the Rolling Stones. Right. Not in great health at the time. Wasn't walking very well. So I drove him because I'm a fan of you guys, and I was a fan of Rolling Stones because I had to be. And we roll up in his truck, and I let him out at the curb so he can walk in and find his seats. Right. And while I park his truck, he gets out. You guys are already on. And he goes, "What the hell is that god-awful noise like that?" And I was like, "Dad, that's the opening band. It's Living Color. That's the band I was telling you about." He walks in, and I park the truck, and by the time he is this, like this. Rocking out. The dude would be 70-something right now if he was still with us. And he found dudes that he graduated high school with, and the last time he saw those people, they were listening to the Rolling Stones, smoking pot, and that's what they were.
Almost every day, I get to talk about First Community and how they will make your dollar go so much further. And I mean, with summer just right around the corner, I know that you're going to have some vacations. Maybe you're going to do the Florida thing like Rizz just did, but you got to pay for that. And as we know, everything's just more expensive right now, unfortunately. And so there's no reason to stay home. If you want to play now and pay later, look into a vacation loan with First Community, or you could consider the First Community Visa with a rate of just 7.9%. Yes, that's correct. 7.9%, no annual fee. Absolutely amazing, because the average credit card rate right now is 28%, which is just terrifying. So be careful using your credit card. Go to First Community, do it the right way. And if you're thinking ahead, you'll open your First Community Vacation Club account right now. And this time next year, you'll be saved up for your vacation. And it's a great way to go. There's all kinds of options at First Community to save you a ton of money. Swing by any 40-plus locations throughout the metro area, including the 18 inside Walmart that are open 7 days a week. I mean, First Community is here for you, and they're here to make your dollar go so much further. So go to First Community, do your vacations the right way, do your investments the right way with firstcommunity.com.
Aha! Welcome back to the farm. So today's a special day because I got Mark from Colonel Landscaping here. Hey, Mark.
How's it going?
So Mark brought us a gift, the gift of a tree. So Mark, what is it? What does this symbolize? What is this tree? What do we call this?
So this would be kind of like a statement tree.
A statement tree.
Or a memorial tree sometimes. Moving on to a new piece of land. You put this thing in there, it grows along with you as you grow with the land.
Well, memorial would be like if I died and then you plant this over me. So we'll call this a statement tree.
Statement tree.
So this is a statement tree courtesy of Mark and Colonel Landscaping for Rizz Farms here, which will be put up in front of the house and it'll be on the farm for forever.
Yep.
All right, so Mark, what kind of tree is this?
This is an autumn blaze maple. So it's going to get beautiful fall colors. It's a relatively fast grower, so it's going to get nice and big, give the house some shade.
Oh, awesome. So we need to put this into the ground, which I've never planted a tree before, so...
Oh, you're going to get your education today.
Oh, nice. So let's get it off the trailer.
All right.
And into the ground.
Yes, sir.
And how much does this thing weigh?
Probably about 200 pounds.
Good thing I got this cart. Let's load her up. All right, Mark, let's do a tree raising ceremony.
All right, here we go.
You're doing great.
Yep, that's it. Keep doing it. Here we go. Okay.
All right, here we go. Down a hill, down a hill.
Yep, now up.
Up a hill.
This is actually going to be the hard part.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We can't just leave it like this, right? We got to put it in the ground.
Yes. We got to put it in the ground. So we're going to need to dig a hole about twice the width of the root ball and just a little bit more shallow than the depth of the root ball.
Do we have a machine? Because I'm into doing things the easy way. Listen, I understand the manual labor part. Makes you man. Gives you muscles. But I got nothing to prove to anybody, so... did you bring a machine with you?
Yep, I got just the thing.
Oh. We have heavy machinery. All right, Mark, start digging.
Oh, boy, there you go.
All right, so before we get the tree in, I know as you were digging the hole, you were saying...
Minded, every year when spring rolls around, it's important to start fresh. Start fresh at home. After a long winter, nothing feels better than stepping into a cleaner, healthier space, and that's why I call the heroes at Zero Res. Now, spring is all about renewal, and Zero Res is the team that helps me hit reset. Removing winter's grime, stubborn odors, all that, hidden buildup from carpets and floors. And let's not forget your air ducts. Your air ducts are the lungs of the house. If they're dirty, your indoor air quality takes a hit. So I always trust Zero Res to get the job done right. And don't take my word for it. Zero Res has 5,900 glowing reviews and a 4.9 Google rating. St. Louis has voted them #1 for a reason. So beat the spring cleaning rush with big savings and priority booking. This month, get 3 rooms, zero resified, starting at just $119, and take $75 off your air duct cleaning. You owe it to yourself and your family. Breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res 314-474-2020 or book online at ZeroResSTL.com and ask for the RizzShow special. Remember, spelled backward or forward, it's always Zero Res.
So aside from rest, relaxation, and a lot of work, another reason we bought the farm was because my wife owns a company called All Things Elderberry, where she makes elderberry elixir and various other elderberry products. So not only are we building a house on the property, but this is the field over here with over 70 rows of elderberry plants.
Come back to the Rizz Show. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Coleman's Campers text line, 314-649-DUMB. Always your instant feedback through the 105.7 The Point mobile app. Mick Ultra Studio Cams at 105.7thepoint.com/Rizz. Crab on celebrities here in just a moment. King Scott going to serenade us in just a little bit. King Scott's going to be the musical accompaniment at our Mother's Day brunch, which is coming up at the City Winery on Saturday. It's going to be a hell of an experience.
My mom is so excited.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be good.
So Mother's Day brunch, City Winery, Saturday. Get your tickets at 1057thepoint.com. Each ticket, if you're 21 and older, you get that signed bottle of the new limited edition Riesling wine. We'll autograph it for you. Plus, you get a complimentary ticket to Point Fest, which is a week from Saturday, which I can't believe that.
By the way, we have all the Dunk Tank, Hot Shots Dunk Tank details, like the schedule and everything at 1057thepoint.com. It's in
We've solidified
stone.
that?
We did.
All right, great.
In case people want the details. Or if they have a, they're maybe scheduled. We don't have like the set times out for all the bands. That's not out yet. But if you want to like add our sets into where you're going to be.
I know we will be done with the dunk tank by the time the main stage opens.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get to do everything.
You think it'll be hot or cold?
As far as temperature of the water or the temperature
of the day?
Of the day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like we're supposed to get up in the 80s this week. And I'm like, okay, right on. Things could change though. We could have like one last blast of spring by the time we're all supposed to be in there. And I don't look forward to that at all.
I want to stuff myself into that wetsuit.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
I bought a new outfit or a new swimsuit for this experience.
You gonna wear you gonna wetsuit it?
Yeah, for sure. I'm a wuss. I hate cold water. Listen, I have the 10-day takes us to the 15th, right?
Okay.
As of now, I'm sorry to say, mostly sunny and 86 degrees.
Let's go.
Oh boy, that's Thursday.
It was hot at
That's
Point
Thursday.
Fest last year.
Oh, but there's been some where it's raining and cold. And
Let's
terrible.
be positive.
Okay.
Anything can happen between that Thursday and
I'm
Saturday.
going to give you the real experience.
What do you mean?
I'm going Daisy Dukes.
Good.
Regardless of weather.
Okay.
With one ball hanging out.
Yep.
One ball hanging out.
Hey, high and dry. Hey, Bubba Butt.
Hey, you guys see that video of that humanoid robot
Oh, God.
going
which one?
nuts? Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, on it's
Oh,
programmers
man.
or whatever?
Terrifying. See if you can pull this up, Moon. Humanoid robot attacks humans after startling error is the headline.
Oh, wow.
So this happened in China. So according to reports, the error occurred when the robot designed to assist with routine tasks experienced this technical glitch.
Mm-hmm.
And the malfunction caused the robot to behave unpredictably. So there's the video, Lern, if you want to watch that.
Yeah, I'm good, dude.
Oh, dude.
So the robot is attached to
he's
like
trying
a
to
hook.
slap everybody.
And the robot is going nuts. I mean, this is some Terminator type stuff here.
Whoa. Just going slap crazy.
I was talking about a humanoid in my house the other day because I was like, could we imagine having like a humanoid robot that cleans the house for us every day and
That's
walks
what this
around?
is. This is a robot that is designed to assist with routine tasks.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. It is throwing a tantrum as if,
Well, he's helping you with bees.
Right.
It does look like he's getting swarmed by hornets.
Get away with these bees. Get out of here.
Bees!
But that would be so weird, right? Like you're just sitting at home watching TV, and then in the next room is your humanoid assistant that's just walking around doing stuff, and you don't know when it's going to lash out like this. Like just its presence, I think, is ominous.
I think we may look back to this video as the beginning of
The end.
Yeah.
Hey, we should have known.
Right.
The signs were there.
Yeah, don't say we didn't warn you.
Watch the video of the humanoid robot going nuts trying to attack its creators.
Wow, that's...
I get offended when my little robo-vac runs over my feet, kind of
Keeps
aggressively.
bumping into your foot.
Right. I'm like, get out of here.
I watched this video. I
way
watched
that
this
it's-
video this morning. I was like deeply disturbed.
Yeah, I mean, the way that it's flailing is so very human-like.
And
that's
violent.
And very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Violent and just going after its creators.
What caused it? Just a glitch?
It was a technical glitch. The malfunction caused the robot to behave unpredictably, resulting in injuries to nearby staff members. Jeez. Witnesses described the scene as chaotic, with the robot suddenly acting aggressively after what was believed to be some kind of software error. Emergency protocols were activated, and the situation was quickly brought under control by shutting the robot down or removing the robot from the premises. Experts say this incident highlights the importance of rigorous safety checks and ongoing oversight in the rapidly advancing field of robotics. This is it. We're going to look to this video.
Yeah, no thanks.
And I, for one...
Don't you dare.
Want to say...
You're going to get slapped the hell out of like this.
What? Yeah, listen. When the robots become fully aware and start slapping the taste out of people's mouths, they're going to go, you.
We're the only one.
You were the one that said, you know.
You're into this.
Yeah, look at this
Love
one
us.
chesting up on somebody.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one I saw. Where it went after someone in the audience?
I mean, it didn't go after me. It looks like it slipped and fell into the barricade. But if you don't see its feet, it looks like it's like, oh yeah.
You want
some of this?
Yeah.
You want some of this?
But thinking, man,
That's exactly what.
But isn't it a security bot?
I don't know. It was dressed like Santa.
I don't know what's going on there. All right, today is May the 6th. Back in the day, 188 years ago, 1837, John Deere creates the first steel plow. And guys, the rest is history.
Thank goodness for that.
88 years ago, 1937, the Hindenburg disaster occurs in the great state of New Jersey. As it flew over the Lakehurst Naval Air Station, the hydrogen-filled German blimp called the Hindenburg crashed and burned, killing 36 people. And the radio announcer on the scene yelled, "Oh,
the humanity.
The humanity."
It's starting to rain again. The rain had slacked up a little bit. The back motors of the ship are just holding it just enough to keep it from... It burst into flames. Get it started. It's fighting, and it's crashing terrible. Oh, my, get out of the way, please. It's bursting into flames, and it's falling on the mooring mast, and all the folks between it. This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world. Oh, it's like 400 or 500 feet into the sky, and it's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. The smoke and the flames now, and the flame is crashing to the ground, not quite to the mooring mast. All the humanity and all the passengers screaming around it. I told you, I can't talk to people as friends are on there. I can't talk, ladies and gentlemen. Honest, it's just laying down masses.
I mean, one of the most famous quotes in American history from that disaster, the "Oh, the humanity." And, we see the video going along with what he's saying, because that was a radio guy named Herbert Morrison. He was a reporter for WLS Radio in Chicago. If you're listening to that on the radio, not seeing what's going on, what are you thinking? You go, what the hell's going on?
Right.
yeah.
Because we associate the video going along with the audio part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to know, if you're listening to that on the radio and you're hearing his hysterics.
Mm-hmm. You couldn't imagine it.
Can't imagine what the hell's happening. Herbert, calm down.
I thought of you guys last night because, starting on this show, you guys introduced me to the whale being blown up in 1970 on the East Coast. And last week tonight, the very end, he plays that video, and my in-laws are in town.
Yeah.
And they were around in 1970. They're like, we don't remember this at all. They're like, is this real? I'm like, this is real.
And blowing the whale up. That was in Oregon.
Yeah. So that, unfortunately, listening to the Hindenburg, I'm kind of in whale mode where I'm thinking about that moment too.
Yeah.
Oh, the humanity.
Let me see here. 21 years ago, 2004, the final episode of Friends airs on NBC, ran for 10 years, and 236 episodes, and went out with an estimated 51.1 million viewers. 14 years ago, 2011, Thor was released. It was the fourth film in the MCU. 12 years ago, 2013, 3 women rescued from a Cleveland, Ohio house where they had been imprisoned for years by their abductor named Ariel Castro. Do you guys remember this story?
I do.
Do you guys remember the interview?
Yeah.
Associated with this horrible story?
Yes.
I'm talking with Charles Ramsey. He's a neighbor. Walk me through again what happened this afternoon.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. My neighbor got big testicles because we see this dude every day. We eat Rizz with this dude, but we didn't have a clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me get out. Dead giveaway. 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 My neighbor got big testicles because we see this dude every day. We eat Rizz with this dude, but we didn't have a clue that that girl was in that house. She said, please help me get out. So I open the door. We can't get in that way. The body can't fit through the door. Only your hand. So we kick the bottom. And she comes out and she says, it's some more girls up in that house. Call 911 and they called him and McDonald's. I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran to a black man's arms. Dead giveaway.
Everybody.
Dead giveaway.
Come on now.
My neighbor got big testicles because we see this dude every day.
is.
What a great
12 years ago.
You ever?
That's the best.
Remember they used to remix the news?
Yeah. Auto-tune the news.
Auto-tune the news.
Did you guys ever watch Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Yes.
The opening song, when the mole women come out, because that's the whole premise of the show. She was kept prisoner by John Hamm's character. They spoofed this, and there's like a dude. Pull up Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt's like they do like the auto-tune version of the guy on the news of their show, who is basically this guy. I can't remember the song, but it's very, very funny.
Well, that was 12 years ago. 9 years ago, 2016, Captain America: Civil War was released. It was the 13th movie in the MCU. 3 years ago, 2022, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was released. It was the 28th film in the MCU. Thunderbolt's out now, so we're up to 36 Marvel movies. Fantastic Four hits theaters in July.
And
Thunderbolts was good.
Yeah, I was saying, to be honest, most of them are good. Like, it's as fatigued as we are from that whole thing. 36 movies in the thing. I mean, you're going to have a couple stinkers.
Again, we had Sunday to kind of a throwaway day when we were out in Orlando, and my son's like, let's just go see Thunderbolts. I'm like, fine. We're in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
He's happy.
It's fine.
It's great.
And I went in. I was like, another superhero movie. I don't need to see this. And it was good. It was good. And that's what happened back in the day. And I believe it got good reviews as well.
It did. It was number one. I mean, it just.
Well, I mean,
took
yes,
off this
people. I mean, it's
weekend.
Marvel, so those movies do well. But I think the reviews were actually pretty.
88%.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
David Lee Roth returned to the stage Saturday for his first show since March 20th, 2020. We talked about this yesterday, but ladies and gentlemen, we were not prepared for what happened after the show.
No.
We started getting tagged pretty early that David Lee Roth is going to be playing the DuQuoin State Fair down in DuQuoin, Illinois on August 23rd. It is a Saturday. However, that is the night that all of us are doing our fake Aerosmith cover band tribute at Family Arena.
So
and we
that's
have
at
plans.
DuQuoin. So he's playing. So the night we're at Family Arena for
Yes.
the Aerosmith tribute.
Yeah, draw the line.
David Lee Roth's at DuQuoin.
Yes. And that's awesome. And it sucks, right? Because we can't be in two places at the same time.
I mean,
then,
We had this conversation. Lern and I were in the office.
But do we have a choice to make though? Do we
I
go
said
to DuQuoin?
we may have a choice to make to go to DuQuoin because as much as I want to see this Aerosmith cover, David Lee Roth playing the DuQuoin State Fair
it's full circle.
is everything this show needs.
It's,
And then moments later.
well, so we have that choice to make. But if we don't want to make that choice, because we've already got the tickets to draw the line, courtesy of Family Arena.
Yes.
I'm in the office yesterday. All of a sudden, breaking news through the factory. Monday, August 25th, at the factory, David Lee Roth is going to be in Chesterfield.
What?
So I sent an email. I sent an email to Eric Green over at the factory immediately upon getting this press release. And I said, listen, we talk about this guy every day on the show. I've interviewed him on the phone. You've gone to the strip club with this man back in the early aughts.
Yes.
Rafe has never met him.
Oh.
You guys, I said, Eric, can we do the stage intro? Can we do an interview? Anything. He goes, I will make sure that a special moment happens for you guys. So we have
special moment.
We
What
have
does
a
that mean?
special moment. I don't know what it means, but it's something.
Yes. What is a special moment with David Lee Roth mean?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Try on my pants.
I'm pretty sure every moment with David Lee Roth is probably going to end up being a special moment.
Well, this is very special because he's out of retirement. He said in 2022 that he was retiring. So
When did
that was a
tickets go
lie.
on sale for this?
I want David Lee Roth to sign my katana, dude.
Dude.
You have to get a katana first.
I
Well-
know. I'll get one for him.
I mean, we have to take that Tuesday off. Like, we have to go to this show on
I
Monday.
agree.
I think we have.
I 100%
Right?
agree.
So,
Yeah.
David Lee Roth, now, if you saw the video footage of the M3 Festival, which maybe you didn't see it,
I don't think I did.
we played a little bit of it yesterday. It's not that he's fully...
Oh, is this him doing Jump?
he's doing 16 songs, and it's all the classic Van
Oh, no, he
Halen
did Panama.
that you
Okay.
want to
I
see.
saw a video
he
of him
starts it
doing
off with
Panama.
Panama. But it's not the best, but it sounds good. It's not
sounded good.
terrible.
You're not going there to hear David Lee Roth. You're
You're
going
going
there
to-
to see.
It's the spectacle.
You're going there to see
This-
David Lee Roth.
By the way,
Well-
tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m.
I had a little of a disagreement on this side of the table with that.
Please.
I thought he sounded pretty good.
He didn't sound bad.
And He's doing the hits, and there are a lot of people like bagging on him in the comments, and I was getting in fights with all of them because they're like, "Oh, headliner, boo," and I'm just like,
Have you no respect?
first of all, DuQuoin Fair, don't forget who you are.
Right.
Okay? I'm from that neck of the woods. Don't act like we haven't always been getting people on the way up and on the way down.
That's
all
right.
right? You're not getting Taylor Swift.
Dude, he is
Look at these pants.
dripping in leather.
Look at these
It's
leather
not
pants.
even
There is
leather.
no
It's
underwear
good, huh?
under these pants.
These are like stretchy, weird pleather things in his.
You could see his wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a leather vest.
Yeah, it's amazing.
No breathing is happening in that bod. Like,
Is he wearing full latex? I think that's latex.
It's like some
definitely
weird
not
cheap
leather.
tinty material or something.
look at this man, though. This is
skin.
coming to Chesterfield.
Looks cool. It's a cool outfit. Don't get me wrong.
He could pull it off.
But it's not a cool commando outfit because you're just, you're freshly highlighted.
We could tell what religion you are, David.
You're
The
outlined.
pants are tight.
The pants are tight.
But we welcome the pants, and I'm so excited to see him not just in DuQuoin, but in Chesterfield.
At the
we have
factory.
options.
Yeah, we'll
At the
say
factory.
hangs left.
Yeah, hangs
You
left.
know, you're in good company.
Maybe for that particular day. Very exciting. Put it on the board.
Okay. Very
Put it on
good.
the board in the office.
Ticket-
Day off on the 26th.
Well,
Tickets on sale this Friday.
we do have to make a choice because as much as cool as the Chesterfield experience would be
Yeah. Or convenient.
and convenient, I will say a road trip to the DuQuoin State Fair, my hometown, our old stomping grounds, to see him outdoors at the grandstand
We can say the Fairgrounds Inn.
because that's where he's at. It's an outdoor show at a little grandstand that probably holds, man, maybe 2,000. I don't even know if it's that big. And the last time I was there, he peed on someone in the front row. And that's so full circle for me.
Last time
sorry,
David Lee
what?
Roth was there?
That's
He
team
urinated
David
on
Lee
somebody?
Roth was there. He peed on someone in the front row. This was many, many, many years ago.
What do you mean? What do you
He was
mean?
it was when he wasn't doing well, and he was on stage at the grandstand, and he was like kind of singing and like messing up, and some ladies, I think he was drunk, and he just goes, "Do you want to see it?" Because you ever seen the thing where he's like, "I'll bang your girlfriend"? You ever seen the thing where he's threatening to bang the girlfriend?
No,
It was
I
like one of
don't.
those moments, and he just started peeing off the
Huh.
stage, and he
Like
peed on a lady in the
down
front row.
trow? Like,
world? What?
oh, no.
They took the little ding out, leather pants.
Yeah, we were saying that this is much more.
I think
of
he
a
was just
thing than
peeing
a
off
dong.
the stage, and then some ladies said they got hit with the splash. He didn't like pee onto a person.
Uh-huh.
But, I want to see him come back and he's back.
It's like a David Lee Roth baptism gone very around.
And I kind of want to see him.
Hey, just
Bathe in the waters of Roth.
For some reason,
yes.
in this whole I have him paused right now with these weird pants and he's holding his jacket open, almost like he's selling watches, but he looks very much like Uncle Baby Billy to me.
Oh, yes.
He is Uncle Baby Billy, kind of.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
The
we're
secular
going.
Uncle Baby
One
Billy.
way or another, we are going. I am so excited.
There will be Roth in my life.
Guys, Rihanna revealed her third pregnancy at the Met Gala last night, showcasing her baby bump in a custom Marc Jacobs ensemble. Her partner, A$AP Rocky, co-chaired the event with the superfine tailoring of black style. Father says, "It feels amazing. It's time to show the people what we've been cooking up." And she had another big belly reveal. She did this at
Okay.
the Super Bowl, and now she's done at the Met Gala. Andre 3000 did a flute record last year. It was weird, but okay.
Did you listen to it?
I did. Yeah, I've listened to it. And this morning I was listening.
As far as flute records go,
Phenomenal.
Not for me, I would say, but it wasn't like, it was kind of tranquil. It wasn't, I don't like Jethro Tull because there's a flute experience happening too much. I liked Andre 3000 because it's just what it is. Well, now he has traded the flute in for a piano. He just released an instrumental collection called The 7 Piano Sketches. And it reminds me of weirdness like Frank Zappa.
yeah,
to
he's
me.
very prolific. He's avant-garde. He does what he wants to do. He's an artiste, and if you don't get it, you don't get it.
Right. Kind of interesting.
Kind of like Frank Zappa.
That's what I thought. Ozzy's detailed the lengths he's taking to prepare himself for his final concert that's coming up July 5th in Birmingham, England, where Black Sabbath got its start. He told The Guardian, "I do weights, I ride bikes, I got a guy living at my house who's working with me. It's tough. I've been laid up for such a long time that I've been lying on my back doing nothing, and the first thing to go is your strength when you do that." He says, "I'm starting all over again." He's got a vocal coach coming in around 4 days a week to keep his voice going. He does have problems walking. He also has blood pressure issues, and he's also got blood clots in his legs.
I don't think we're going to be seeing him really get up and move around.
I agree. He says, I'm used to doing 2 hours on stage and jumping around. I don't think I'll be doing much jumping or running this time. I may be sitting down, but the point is I'll be there and I'll do the best I can. So all I can do is turn up.
Yeah, this is them preparing us for not really much Ozzy at this show, which is fine.
Turn up, like, you could read that as turn up the volume.
No, I think it's
or just turn up as in show up.
I'm going to be in
show up.
the vicinity.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll turn up.
I'll be around.
I look forward to it. Gwyneth Paltrow isn't the only one hawking out sex toys for Mother's Day gifts. Ghost unveiled a one of their own, and it sold out almost immediately. Dubbed, and I will have to be careful here, dubbed by the site as the mother of all ghost merch, Rockabilia invited fans to rock out with their, and it's spelled, it's like a gawk, like your ghost.
Yeah.
Okay. And they dropped it for Mother's Day. So, yes, they have ghost-styled play toys, dildos and the whatnot.
They release one every year, and there's some doozies.
It's a doozy for sure. And if you're a Ghost fan, I think Mom would really enjoy.
Yeah.
I didn't understand Ghost
That's your mom's thing?
at first. I was like, is this a metal band? Is this? And then after I started listening to some of the singles that we were playing, I was like, this is adult Scooby-Doo music. And then it
100%.
actually all made sense to me. And I was like, oh, that is what it is, very intentionally.
It's a shtick.
Yeah.
It's shock rock.
But it's not. See, I thought it was shock rock, but it's adult Scooby-Doo. It's much more like on the surface, theatrical, like,
Opera.
Yeah, there's the theatrics of it. I told you, I went and saw them. They were at Stiefel, and I went with the boss. And I was blown away.
Yeah, they're great.
I loved it.
They opened for Deftones at the amphitheater a long time ago.
No,
Or maybe
no
it was
way.
Marilyn Manson. I can't remember, but I enjoyed it.
And that's when they were Ghost BC.
Different guy, right? Tobias,
No, same guy.
He's been there the whole time, but he changes his
He
name.
changes his outfits and his
Tobias Forge or whatever. Larry David was on the Fly on the Wall podcast. You listen to that podcast, Rizz?
I do.
I like it too. Dana Carvey, David Spade. And here is Larry David talking about the first time that he met Paul McCartney, and this is so great.
At the 50th, I was introduced to Paul McCartney, and I said to him, has anyone ever punched you in the mouth? There was an incident in his youth when he was like 13 or 14, and somebody headbutted him, he told me.
That's a question I would ask, actually.
That's a great question, because the dude's
It's
been
a great
like
question. What are you going to ask
famous.
Paul McCartney that
Right.
hasn't been asked before, that you can't just look up? Paul McCartney, have you ever been punched in the face? It's a great question.
It's a great question. And so obviously, Larry David's talking about the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary that happened. David Spade actually witnessed this conversation. He said, you were hilarious. Paul was a good laugher, too. He was super into it. I think he likes having these goofball comics around.
Right.
So pretty good episode if you like Larry David. NBA superstar LeBron James announced that he's not attending, or that he did not attend the Monday night Met Gala despite being an honorary co-chair. He explained that, he is just having this knee injury, you guys, that he sustained at the end of the season, won't be able to attend the Met Gala. So if you were wondering last night where the hell he was laid up at home.
I couldn't sleep because of it.
I know.
Thanks for the closure.
There's a new trailer out for the final season of Squid Game, so check that out. It drops on June 27th. Jennifer Aniston's home on Monday this is scary. So she was at home. A guy comes crashing through the front gates of her mansion in his vehicle in Bel Air, and the driver was detained by private security. LAPD got him in custody. This guy's facing felony vandalism charges. The incident does not appear to have been an accident, though. There's not really any indication that he was targeting Jennifer Aniston specifically.
What was the motive? Burgling?
Just, fed up with these rich people.
He was trying to burgle
If
a
you're
rich
going to
house.
burgle a house, why would you crash through the front gates?
It's a
that's
good question.
Hey, man,
loud
it's crash and
entrance.
grab, right?
No, that doesn't work that way.
The suspect does have a minor criminal history.
He's
You're
an
supposed
amateur,
to- you're supposed
amateur
to sneak
burglar.
around.
Yeah.
You don't make the most sound possible.
I'm sure
No.
she's glad that he did do it that way so he could get apprehended and then taken out of there. Final Destination Bloodlines brought a stunt woman out of retirement to set a new world record for the oldest person ever on fire on camera. So her name is Yvette Ferguson. She's 71, and she plays Mrs. Fuller, who's burned to death along with others as part of the opening scene. So we look forward to that.
Have you ever seen any of those? Everybody remembers the one scene
with the logs?
Yeah.
We just watched it not too long ago, actually, because we haven't watched Final Destination, the original one.
I don't think I've ever seen any of those movies except for that one scene.
Really?
It's
Is
fine.
that the windshield?
Yeah.
Yeah, where the log comes
They're
off
still
the
traumatized.
the log comes off the truck.
Yeah.
I still think about it.
I do too.
I'm behind a log truck. I'm getting the F over in the other lane. I saw like a TikTok about it where they put faces on the logs. Like, hey, remember that movie you watched 25 years ago? Still thinking about it?
There was a famous director that got killed that way, like for real.
Oh.
That sucks.
Steve Loggins.
Gutenberg.
Steve
Kenny
Loggins,
Loggins?
yes.
No.
Jim. No.
But guys, we're missing the point. This woman is 71 years old. She's a stunt woman.
It's great.
She's the oldest
How cool
person
is
to
that?
ever, be on fire on camera. So congratulations to her. And by the way, Final Destination Bloodlines will hit theaters on May 16th.
What number is this?
God, you know what? I think it's like 5.
Oh,
Is that
I
right?
thought we were up
How
to
many
like
Final
11. I thought we were
Destinations?
chasing Fast and Furious with
Final
these things.
Destinations.
I cannot find the director's name.
Okay.
Maybe I just made it up.
This
I'm
is
not
6.
sure.
Number 6.
Oh, wow. Well, good for them.
So there's more than that.
Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper are Instagram official. you
Oh, my
guys.
God.
This is huge. So she just turned 30, and she shared a carousel of photos on Instagram, including an image of her and Bradley Cooper just laying a big kiss on each other.
Too cute.
Now, they've been notoriously a private couple, been romantically linked for a long time. Well, not a long time, 2023.
He's in his 50s?
Yeah, I think he's around 50. They both got kids. They're a cute couple, though. And finally, country music is known for its storytelling and honest depictions of everyday people, which is why it's funny that so many country stars have used stage names this whole time. I have these kids that I used to babysit went on to go to Nashville and become like, they're not huge country stars by any means, but they have changed their names. Like when they got down there, they changed their names and everything about themselves. And it's so interesting to me when people do that. I don't know why. It's because I knew them personally, I guess, or something. And so to me, they'll always be their original names. They will never be the names that they are now.
Well, I know as far as like changing their names to appear less ethnic.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Well, so in my family, I told you my grandparents were, dancers back in the day in the 1940s and 50s, and they changed their last name from Rizzuto to Joyce to not appear
Italian.
Like
Yes,
it was a thing you
Which
had
we
to do.
appreciate.
It is a good observation, too, because like you said, like country is supposed to be appealing to the everyday feller and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. And it's always been the most crafted and
Names.
meticulously crafted industry in music.
I find it strange that, like, when did that begin? Do we know who
Early.
changed
I
their
saw an
name
interview
the
with
first time
Conway
in country
Twitty where he
music?
talked about it was radio had a lot to do with it, like cutting through the noise of all the albums getting sent to radio stations. Like if you had a regular name, he's like, I wanted a name like Elvis Presley, and what was his real name?
Oh, hang on, because you might be able to guess.
Okay,
It's his name in this
Walter
game.
or-
All right,
it's something
let's play
badass.
this little game here.
All right, so number 1 on this list, I'm not going to give you this guy's full name, but his actual first name is Troil.
That's Garth.
That's Garth. Troil Garth Brooks is his full actual name. So he didn't change it too much. He just dropped his first name.
Royal.
Troil.
Do you know what Hank Williams' real name was?
Oh, dang.
Harlan. Right?
Ernie Moskowitz.
Not Ernie Moskowitz. Very, very close. You were close, Rafe. Hiram King Williams.
Hiram.
Hiram.
Hiram, excuse me.
Hiram, not Harlan.
Hiram. What about, who was Virginia Patterson Hensley?
Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline. That's
Nice.
correct. What about Henry John Deutschendorf Jr.?
Oh, that's
Hank Williams Jr.
no, that's no.
That's a George, isn't it?
The glasses died in a plane crash.
Yes, you're on it.
Buddy
John
Holly?
Denver.
Oh, John Denver.
John
He sure
Denver.
is full of.
Who is Harold Lloyd Jenkins?
Oh, Harold
Conway.
Jenkins. That's Conway.
That's
Harry Jenkins.
Harry Jenkins.
Which is a cool name.
It's both the names are cool.
But he said in a radio interview he changed it because he thought radio DJs might spin his records if he had a cool name, and he picked 2 towns on a map, Conway, Arkansas, and Twitty, Texas.
And that's how he got it.
Put it together.
Conway Twitty. Who is Randy Trawick?
Randy Travis.
Randy Travis.
Randy Travis. Very good. What about, whose real name is Kenneth? It's Kenneth Eric Church. I don't think you're going to get that one.
Eric Church.
So he, just like Garth, dropped the Kenneth part. Who is Audrey Faith Perry?
Faith Hill.
Faith Hill. She just kind of rode that middle name. Thomas Luther Bryan.
Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan.
Which is a
And finally,
terrible name.
this is just kind of a fun game. Eileen Regina Edwards. Who is Eileen Regina Edwards?
Is it like a
Eileen.
This is
judge or
worth
something?
10,000 points.
Tell me it's Dolly or somebody.
It's not Dolly.
Eileen
Regina
Edwards.
Reba McEntire.
No.
Give me Shania Twain.
Shania
Oh,
Twain.
10,000
What's her name? What's her name?
Eileen Regina Edwards.
They have Canadians have those kind of names.
They
Dang,
do.
I tell you what.
Twain is from her stepfather. Shania is anyone's guess, it says.
Okay.
And that is your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Naomi Scott, 2 first names. That's Jasmine in the live-action Aladdin movie. Also, the Pink Ranger in the Power Rangers movie. She's 32. Sashir Zamata, the former SNL cast member who plays Jennifer, the potions expert in Agatha All Along, is 39. Chris Paul, 2 first names. Point guard for the Spurs is 40. Gabourey Sidibe is 42. Martin Brodeur is 53. George Clooney is 64. Tom Bergeron is 70. Tony Blair, England's prime minister for most of the W. Bush years, is 72. Alan Dale, that's Charles Widmore on Lost, the director of NCIS for the first 2 seasons, also in Dynasty, is 78. And Bob Seger, the Motor City Caucasian King.
You better
long
stand up and
before-
salute, my friend, because it's a holiday.
I'm lifting off my chair.
His
right
real
now.
name's Eileen.
Bob Seger is 80 years
His real name
old.
is Robert Effin Seeger.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's More Fun and Fantasy Media, is Michelle Sweet. And today's birthday girl has been in 148 fine films, including 18 and Lost in Phoenix, Anacondas and Lil Mama 7, Dirty Daddy's Adventures 2, 3, and 5. She was in a movie called Friendly Fingers, Housewives Unleashed 31, King Dong 1, King Scott's favorite, Meat Lovers.
It's awesome.
My Mom's a
It's movie.
Slut 3, Ring Sluts, and Who Can Forget a Role in 2004's Valley Whores. Michelle Sweet is 43 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and King Scott,
You gonna sing?
better get your butt in here with
I
that
will.
guitar. And King Scott's going to sing us a little song.
Can't wait.
And his real name is Scotty Daniel Jenkins Lloyd Jr.
And then we'll get to some of your emails. It's 8:06. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Still, right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash 364 eastbound just after St. Peter's Parkway. Looks like we also have a bunch of paving issues and some delays. 141 northbound between Double H and 64. Your point forecast, mostly sunny, beautiful. High of 74 right now. It is 53 at the Point Studio.
105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. We are at Busch Stadium.
Busch
Kirk
Stadium.
Hammett from Metallica joining us today. Thank you. It's absolutely an honor to get the chance to meet you.
Cheers, likewise.
All right, so first we're going to talk about things that are not music related.
Okay.
I saw your Instagram post on Friday night about coming to St. Louis, looking for some comic book spots.
Yeah.
Did you find any?
Well, I found one spot, but you know what? I didn't have time enough to make it to the place.
Sure. It happens, I'm sure.
Or in other words, I had every intention on going.
Us today, Amco Ranger Termite and Pest Solutions. Yes, I'm on the Ultimate Defense Program. Now, as somebody who's used Amco Ranger for a long time, I'll let you know why they're my go-to for protecting my home, protecting my family. Bugs and pests aren't just a nuisance. They can carry disease and cause thousands in damage. Termites alone cost homeowners $5 billion a year, and insurance is not going to cover it. That's why having a trusted professional matters. Amco Ranger has been protecting what matters since 1965. They're one of the last truly local family-owned pest control companies in the area. 60 years of experience right here in St. Louis. The team is friendly, they're background checked, they're highly trained, no gimmicks, no high-pressure sales, ever. And I love their 100% satisfaction guarantee and the best price promise. If you're not happy, they will make it right. And if you find a better price on a comparable service, they will credit you the difference. From termites, mosquitoes, and ticks to ants, spiders, and mice, Amco Ranger handles everything. Ask about their bundled plans for big savings. Get your free quote or inspection today. No pressure, just honest, expert advice. 636-441-BUGS. That's 636-441-BUGS. Online at AmcoRanger.com. Protecting what matters since 1965.
So last time you saw the garage, the place was full of stuff. It was dirty, it was dingy. So this is the inside of the garage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep some of this structure here and then kind of build around it. And now look, it's a house. So now we got siding, we got windows, we even have a roof and a patio. So let me bring you guys inside. Oh, hey, you wanna come in? Let's go. It's night and day for what you guys saw before. I mean, this is an actual house now with rooms all framed at. But here's the cool part. We kept basically the frame of the old garage. I mean, that's all old garage. So this is gonna be a bedroom, huh? Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm gonna be sleeping right over here. Oh, let me show you my favorite part. The bathroom. And I'm gonna be right here, you know. Let me show you the kitchen. Yeah, washing my hands at the sink. Let's see what's in the fridge. Nothing. Pantry. This will be the kids' room. I know it's dark in here, but this will be kind of a mud room after working in the field. Come over here, take off your stuff, washer, dryer. There's another bathroom over here that if the dogs get dirty, wash the dogs off, and everybody's clean and can relax. Let me tell you about one of my favorite parts of the house. We even got a metal roof on this puppy. This is it. House is almost done. Well, just gonna sit up here, sun myself, soak it all in, watch the plants grow, and we'll see you next time on the farm.
All right, here we are backstage, Wayback Point Fest, with the boys from Lit. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you again.
Doing great. Great to see you guys.
Okay, first and foremost, I hear that there is illness sweeping through the Lit camp. Can we confirm, deny, what's going on?
I'd rather not use the word sweeping through because it's just one guy.
Okay.
At the moment, and luckily we're at the tail end. We got like less than a week left of the tour.
Man, so you're hanging on.
We've been out for over 10 weeks, or about 10 weeks, and that's not bad. And
logistical question for those of us that have never had to do this. And obviously the advent of the urgent care probably changes the game a little bit. Yeah. But when you guys are in East Lansing or where...
DraftKings at Casino Queen invites you to come over, play, stay, and dine in May. Have some fun, whether you want to go to the casino blackjack table or slots or enjoy the sports book lounge, which is awesome. We spent some time over there, even made a RizzShow, Rizz video over there. They hit it out of the park. And you can hit it out of the park this baseball season at DraftKings at Casino Queen. Book DraftKings at Casino Queen Stay and Play Cardinals Hotel Package. This Grand Slam bundle includes one-night hotel stay and 10% off casino dining, 2 St. Louis Cardinals tickets, and a free shuttle service to and from the game starting at just $159. So call 618-874-5000 to book it today. They go fast. Going to Cardinal game or Battlehawks game, make DraftKings at Casino Queen your game day headquarters. Enjoy property-wide drink specials and free game day parking with a shuttle to and from the game. On Saturdays, you can win your share of $80,000 in Royal Free Play, play horse races and high stakes. See the website for details. Come check out the new Bridgeway Barbecue at DraftKings also, and you can always dine at the Sportsbook. It's awesome. Casino Queen, plus in May, on Mondays, military veterans receive 50% off all dining all over the casino, any restaurant, anytime. So go check out Casino Queen. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Based on availability, some restrictions may apply.
Yes, have some. You go.
Hey guys, it's commercial break. Make sure to like,
subscribe, and share. It's the best way to show your love for the Rizzuto Show.
so cheesy.
All right.
All right, backstage at Point Fest, and for the first time playing our fantastic festival, a rock and roll band that we have come to like quite a bit in the last 6 to 9 months. Gentlemen, it's great to see you from Bad Flower. Welcome to St. Louis and welcome to Point Fest. It's great to have you
Thank you very
here.
much. It's great to be here.
So I want
Talking into the fart mics.
talking into the fart mics, absolutely. The first thing that I just want to like kind of cut straight to it. The song Promise Me we're playing right now,
Oh, cool,
and I
good.
love it.
Thank you.
Like, I absolutely love it. When we play it, I honestly feel like it jumps out of the speakers and just, I don't know, man, I think it just sounds great, but it definitely sounds different than the first 2 singles before it. I'm assuming that was a purposeful move on you guys' part.
I think if it was up to me, Promise Me would have been the first single. But there were tactics involved and as to why we went and did it in the order that we did. And I'm glad that we did it in the order that we did because Ghost was such a huge success. And then Heroin, we didn't expect to also be such a huge success. So it was cool to sort of like seal that. And now
This is where fun and fantasy meet. Oh, they're always stocking the shelves with new things. Guys, I got an email from Patricia's talking about some new gear they got in. You guys want to hear what Patricia's has in now? Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
I'm just going to read what they wrote me. And we love Patricia's.
Yeah.
Giddy up, cowgirl. We have plenty of new rideable toys.
Nice.
No distance is too far without app control toys. Pheromone perfumes and colognes to attract the perfect partner.
Uh-huh.
Reach clouds with our aphrodisiac energy drinks.
That's great.
Everyone's a winner with our sexy scratch-off tickets.
Ooh, big win.
This is all of Patricia's, guys. All of Patricia's. It is where fun and fantasy meet.
You know, Patricia's doesn't get talked enough for Mother's Day. Now, maybe not something from the kids, but something from Daddy would be really great. Oh, yeah. So maybe
Daddy.
something from Daddy for Mother's Day.
Tag me in, Daddy.
Because Mommy's got some things to do, too.
Okay, well.
That is a good idea. Nothing like a suction cup shower song on Mother's Day.
Nothing like a rideable toy for Mom for Mother's Day.
And just write in the card, giddy up, cowgirl.
Uh-huh. Love your man.
Love your son.
No,
What?
no.
Love your stepson.
No, okay. Well,
3 locations, St. Peter's to the Cave Springs exit on Page 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. It's Patricia's. It's where fun and fantasy meet.
Will there be celebrity guests on this show? Who does number 2 work for? Have you ever wondered what your boss's bathroom routine is like? Well, me neither. But we might find out today whether we like it or not on the number 2 show. In the wild ecosystem of the workplace, there's a unique species we've all encountered and have to navigate. The boss. Ugh. Just as David Attenborough would guide us through the behaviors of lions and gazelles on the African plains, let me take you on an office safari. You won't need binoculars, but perhaps a strong cup of coffee or a sneaky sip of the flask you keep in your top drawer, Frank. That's right, Frank. We all...
All right, welcome back. King Scott's got his guitar.
I do.
Ready to serenade all the moms at our Mother's Day brunch coming up on Saturday at the City Winery.
I am, and I feel like this song is the right song following that Patricia's commercial.
oh, wow.
All right, well,
Yeah.
You know, kind of get it going.
listen, before your song,
Okay.
before we get into it, because you're about to serenade all of St. Louis.
Yeah.
As far as Mother's Day gifts go, maybe you're going to get your mom maybe a gift certificate for the spa.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe get your mom, you want to get your nails done?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How about a gift certificate for the nail salon?
That sounds nice.
A manicure, a pedicure? Sounds nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Headline.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Man gets leg amputated after pedicure.
Okay, no. I refuse to have this propaganda go out for the men who are resisting. Now this is going to be the excuse. I heard a man had to get his leg amputated.
Yeah.
I will not get my toenails done.
You gotten your pedicure yet?
No.
I got you for Christmas.
You know what's funny is
We're going, dude. I mean, we're having a boys' date. After
This is hilarious.
We're gonna have a boys' date.
We're having a boys' day out.
I got these two and the other fellas, those same thing, a coupon, and I don't think any of them ever went.
Well, he's going.
For Christmas
He's going, man.
that's not true. I
I'm
have
going
it
with
all
Moon.
correct.
My uncle, I just found out both my uncles, very manly men, both,
Got
vets,
their
like
legs amputated.
Double amputees.
double amputees now.
Okay, ready for this?
Go.
I'm ready.
Picture it. Glenn Morris. Old Glenn.
Yeah, big guy.
Just wanted a relaxing day with his wife. Glenn, a Maryland father of 4, thought a couple spa day would be the perfect way to, reconnect.
Yeah.
Glenn and the wife have been busy. 4 kids. That's a lot.
Wowee.
What is Glenn Jr.? That's a name you don't hear a lot. As
Glenn?
a kid. Not a lot of baby Glens. We've been talking about like babies you don't hear. But
Yeah.
Not a lot of baby
Not-
Glens out
yeah,
there.
Glenn's not a name.
Little Glenn, little Gary.
I think Glenn is a name that's gone out of favor. Anyway,
Great
Glenn,
name.
father of 4, him and wifey go to the spa. Gonna get manicures, pedicures. $270. Glenn and Melissa. A day of side-by-side manicures and pedicures. During the pedicure, Glenn noticed a small cut on one of his toes, but he didn't think anything of it. The couple left the spa. Glenn and Melissa, both refreshed. Never suspecting what was going to come next.
Oh, no.
The very next day, Glenn's toe swelled up to the size of his big toe. So little tiny toe,
Yeah.
becomes the size of big toe. Alarmed, he rushed to the hospital where doctors diagnosed a bone infection, one that had already started to spread. And according to the Cleveland Clinic, which is the only clinic I trust, infections like this can enter through even a tiny cut and cause permanent bone damage. Surgery followed. Glenn's second toe was removed to try to stop the infection, but the pain didn't end there. Over the next 2 years, he lost his big toe and then his third toe as doctors worked to halt the relentless infection. Simple things like working, grocery shopping, attending football games became almost impossible.
My goodness, how long did he wait?
And do they charge per
2
toe? Because maybe
years.
this got cheap.
No. He went to the doctor the next day.
I know, but you said that this happened, that he had to get it amputated years later, right?
They kept trying to stop the infection. They couldn't stop it. It was relentless. Walking small distances was even a struggle. Things got even worse back in late 2024 when Glenn developed a blood infection. Then in December, Glenn just brushed in his teeth, and all of a sudden his ankle snaps.
Oh,
Broken.
God.
Standing there. His ankle just snaps.
How hard was he brushing?
By January, doctors like, listen, man, your left leg below the knee's got to go. That's your only option for saving your life. And surprisingly, Glenn says, the amputation was a massive relief. Most of his pain has disappeared. He says, I could start over, and the quality of life I'm looking forward to is now within reach. Now fitted with a prosthetic, Glenn is learning to walk again, looking forward to getting back to activities he loves like golf and swimming and fishing and the ass-kicking contests he was so good at.
Oh, man.
Well,
You
maybe
know
this
what?
is a story to revive the name Glenn and give it some legs.
Well, that could happen, but I'm just thinking of that other leg now. Now he's just got the one foot, and he's never submerging that foot into Epsom salt ever again.
Nope. Oh, he believes, unsanitary tools and
Half off future pedicures, too.
That's right. Unsanitary tools at the spa were to blame. He never pursued legal action against the business, focusing instead on recovery, which is a mistake.
You don't hear that much these days.
No.
No, he now urges others to only trust medical professionals with foot care.
So it's not something that's already brewing in your foot and a cut just enhances it?
He says he got it from the spa.
Well, I've had, countless pedicures, and knock on wood, so far, so good, I don't want this to be what
You are
turns men
playing
away.
with fire.
Like my husband is one of these people that he
no
refuses. You know, he doesn't want them to file down his nail and I'm like, but the leg rub and the trimming of the cuticle. It
I'm
is
going
so
soon.
good.
I'm going soon.
It's also
I'm
like-
looking forward to it.
Okay.
We're having a boys' day out.
Oh yeah.
Very soon.
I got
I'm
my
excited.
massage.
I'm due for one.
I have a massage gift card and the pedicure card on top of each other, right next to my little bowl of keys. I'm ready to go.
Well, say goodbye to your leg.
No.
Your leg will be fine.
Oh, I'm excited.
Just I don't let them little fish suck on my toes.
I'm
I think
down.
that's what
I'm
happened. It's
down.
probably a fish toe sucking place.
I did that in Mexico.
They have those at the airport.
Yeah, those are cool.
She knows what I'm talking
I know.
about.
I've done it once. It's fine. They just eat the dead skin off your
Yeah,
skin.
you
Yeah.
put your
It's
foot
fun.
like you put your foot in the aquarium,
Yeah. Little fish
Yeah.
food.
and the
All that-
fish come and eat
Poor little fish.
the dead skin
Yeah,
cells.
all
off
my
you.
fungus was gone instantly.
Imagine being a fish and be like, man, I'm starving.
Yo, anybody in here got a weird yellow dad toenail?
No, dude, my feet are beautiful. I've showed you. They're gorgeous.
Mine
That's
can't
the
get
thing
me if
about
I'm
it,
cutting.
man, Petty, dude. You're proud of your feet for like a week because those calluses build back up fast. But like for a week, you're just like, oh, look at my little feet out.
Soft little foot.
I'll go sockless for a week.
I don't like what we got going on down on my feet now.
What do you mean?
No one does.
Sorry to hear
What's
that.
going on?
But
You got
I
hairy
do.
toes? What's up with that?
I have hairy everything.
Yeah, you guys said I have hobbit feet, so I guess I'll take that. I guess they are hairier than normal, but they feel good. They look good.
They look good. I feel good.
I take
Damn.
care. You take care of your feet.
Jam.
Well,
Toe jam.
all right, so you got,
Mobility is everything.
I look
ask
good.
So you got the
ask this guy.
the guy who got his leg amputated at the after the pedicure. Has anybody done cryotherapy?
Yes.
My wife has.
Like in the ice machine.
Yeah, you stand
thing?
up and it does a.
Yeah, and it goes down to like way below.
I did it once.
I loved it.
My wife did that. A
I
couple
wanna do
times.
it.
She likes it.
It's like a dry ice.
If I'm
I don't
being
know if
honest,
it's open anywhere. There was a place in Brentwood where I did it.
this
There's a place off of Clarkson.
Your head. I mean, it's literally they. It's very, very, very cold.
You got mittens on.
You got mittens on.
socks.
Your head sticking out of the top of the chamber.
It's like an MRI machine, right?
I don't want none of that.
Headline:
To be honest.
Oh no!
I'm good.
Tragedy at Paris gym.
Oh, no.
Nitrogen leak during cryotherapy turns deadly.
Huh.
A routine cryotherapy session at a Paris gym ends in tragedy when a suspected nitrogen leak left a gym employee dead and a client in critical condition. This happened last month, just hours after the cryotherapy chamber had been repaired.
Yeah, repaired, quote unquote, repaired.
Oopsie.
The gym employee did not survive the client, brain dead.
Oh, man.
3 people who tried to help him hospitalized. 150 people evacuated from the building as a precaution. So cryotherapy, which involves exposing your body to extremely cold temperatures using nitrogen gas, it's popular for what? It's muscle recovery. It's like the ice plunges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Athletes use it.
Muscle recovery.
Helps you with your nervous system.
reducing inflammation.
It's the exact same thing as an ice bath, is it not? I mean, you're just standing up and doing it with gas.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a benefit to being submerged in like ice water or having the dry ice.
But I mean, it's the exact same thing as it's the body shock therapy and that.
What are they?
Right? Isn't it achieving the same goal? I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
Science is perplexing. How do they freeze your fat? Is that the same thing?
No,
Nitrogen?
no.
Is that when they?
No, that's some other
different.
technology. No. Paris public prosecutors launched a death investigation into the incident, but that's, it's nitrogen is gas. It's odorless. It's colorless. Leaks are hard to detect, and it's too late if there's too much of it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I read a story once of, because have you ever thrown dry ice into water?
Yeah.
It kind of bubbles up and smoke, and it looks cool. Some rich people were having this party, and it was a pool that was an indoor pool, and they thought, all right, I'm going to make it really atmospheric, and I'm going to throw dry ice into the pool.
Oh, boy.
Chemicals.
And I don't know if it reacted with the chemicals in the water or it was just so much nitrogen. Like, people died.
Whoa.
Wow.
I wonder if it was like chlorine, like they basically made chlorine gas.
Here's King Scott with a nice song.
All right.
Okay. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Mother's Day. Yeah, I don't know, but it's a crazy story. Look it up.
Chlorine
I
gas
forget
is
the
how they killed everyone in World War II. Go.
What a lead in. Dude, what a lead in. We did this last week. We did the punk rock Disney thing, we were on the news, and the lead-in was mammograms, and I was like, "What a lead-in!" But this beats it. A bunch of
At least
deaths.
that's about maybe saving lives.
I know this is a bunch of deaths.
Let's go into
King
something
Scott.
happy after.
Okay, well, listen, Mother's Day is Sunday.
This is a mammogram.
Yeah.
Mother's Day Sunday. Saturday, we're going to do something a little special for the moms out there. Mother's Day brunch at the City Winery. It's an elevated brunch menu. We'll all be down there. King Scott will be serenading all the moms in the crowd with a very special acoustic performance, which we're about to get a preview of right now.
Yep.
Each ticket holder, 21 and older, will get a signed bottle of the new limited edition Riesling wine, courtesy of City Winery. You also get a complimentary lawn ticket for Point Fest, which is the next weekend. Also, I believe there will be flowers for all the moms out there, too. That is courtesy of Noon Moon Bloom.
Yep.
That's right.
Noon Moon Blooms.
Noon plus Moon Bloom Co.
I dig it.
So get all the details at the website, 1057thepoint.com. It's a Riesling Mother's Day brunch at the City Winery this coming Saturday.
Word to your mother.
And I'm going to play for a little under an hour, and so this is the song you guys will hear the entire time. It's
This is great.
about a 45-minute setup to where I finally start singing. It's about 3 minutes left.
So it's one song just for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Scott?
Yes, sir.
The floor is yours.
All right. Well, this goes out to all the mommies. Lay, lady, lay. Lay across my big brass bed. Lay, lady, lay. Lay across my big brass bed. Whatever colors you have in your mind, I'll show 'em to you and you'll see 'em shine. Lay, lady, lay. Lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay. Stay with the man for a while. Until the break of day. Let me see you make him smile. His hands are dirty, but his hands are clean. And you're the best thing, well, he's ever seen. And stay, lady, stay. Stay with the man for a while. Wait any longer for the world to begin. You can have your cake and eat it too. Why wait any longer for the one you love when he's standing in front of you? Lay, lady, lay. Lay across my big brass bed. And stay, lady, stay. Stay when the night is still ahead. I long to see you in the morning light. I long to reach for you in the night. Oh. Stay, lady, stay. Stay with a man for a while. Just stay, lady, stay. and stay with a man for a while. Stay, lady, stay. Stay with a man for a while.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, it's so good.
Get a little sexy grunt in the middle of that, dude. My mom just texted in and says, very horny for this brunch.
All right, nice. And that's what's not hanging out my nose.
And Tim's asking if there are refunds available.
What? No.
Ah, dadgummit.
Tickets refundable, asking for a friend. There you go. King Scott, way to go.
Move a whole bunch right there.
Good.
Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
You have such a good voice.
Thank you.
Great
I
job,
really
man.
do enjoy
A
it.
Dylan song, huh?
Yeah.
For me.
That was for you.
Thought he was in the
What'd
room.
you think? And I kept hitting my hand on this dadgum.
Better than Dylan, I'll be honest with you.
Dadgum
Better than
table.
Dylan.
Really? You could hear it?
Yeah.
You understood what I was saying?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Way to go, King Scott. See him at the Mother's Day brunch, celebrating all the moms out there this coming Saturday at the City Winery. Get your tickets at 1057thepoint.com. No, seriously, good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's very pretty.
You're really getting into it, too. Your eyes were closed.
Dude, had to. Well, I didn't want to look at you because I was afraid you were
I was staring.
smile and make me
I was
laugh.
staring at you.
I didn't want to get laughing.
All right, your emails are next. It is 8:35. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. All right, listen, we have severe delays now. 270 eastbound between Tesson Ferry and Ladue. Average speed down to about 20 miles an hour. South, we got some issues. 141 northbound between 141 and Vance. The average speed about 10 miles an hour there. Your point forecast mostly sunny. High of 74 right now. It's 55 at the Point Studio.
Hello, my name is Jeff from the Rizzuto Show, and I'm standing here underneath the beautiful Hubbard sign. This is our, quarter mile, whatever it is, to keep clean, and because I lost real and fake again, I have to clean up the highway. So we're here at 270 in Olive, and I'm going to go clean up the highway, so enjoy.
Morning, talking about Rizz's trip down to Orlando. And let me tell you right now that you can save time, you can save money, you can save hassle and all that with Mid-America St. Louis Airport. We have an airport right here, just a few minutes into the Illinois side, where there are nonstop flights from St. Louis, Mid-America St. Louis Airport, to Orlando, to Myrtle Beach, to Vegas, to Jacksonville, to Fort Myers, to Fort Lauderdale, to Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Knoxville, Savannah, Tampa Bay, and Gulf friggin' Shores. So maybe you want to do a Disney trip. Maybe you want to go down to Orlando. Well, fly the family down there, save the money, save the time, save the hassle. Gulf Shores, fly the family down there, save money, save time, save the hassle. Mid-America St. Louis Airport might be a few extra minutes into Illinois, but you get those minutes back before you're even at the gate. It is such a smooth, breezy experience when you go out there. The parking is exceptionally reasonable as far as price, and you're right there. It's right there. There's no shuttles or any obnoxiousness. Plus, everybody you're surrounded with is going on vacation. Everybody's heading down south with nonstop flights. I mean, it is amazing. Book your trip now. See all the resources and the extra stuff and the destinations from Mid-America St. Louis Airport on this website, flymidamerica.com. It's flymidamerica.com.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and we have the absolute pleasure for the first time of speaking to Ash from New Year's Day. Welcome, and it's great to have you at Point Fest.
We're so honored to be at Point Fest today. It was so much fun.
You had that crowd going. You know what I mean? How do you handle the challenge when you are coming into a situation where, there's a headliner. We're playing a little bit earlier on in the day. That is not an easy thing a lot of times, but a lot of bands enjoy that challenge.
We are one of those bands.
Yeah.
Obviously I'd love to be the headliner eventually and play at later time slots, but I really do enjoy being one of the openers, even though it was hot. Even though it was so hot. But we enjoy opening the crowd because, one, they're energetic, they're ready to start the day, and I feel like I can really get them to rock out. They're not, 5 beers deep and have been in the sun for 8 hours yet. I do enjoy that. And I like a challenge. I grew up, I love wrestling. So I always love the idea of being the heel and having to go out and turn the crowd and let the crowd kind of look at you like, who the hell are these guys? And then have them in the palm of your hand by the end.
Absolutely.
Even if they're booing. Just kidding, but they weren't.
But the power of you know what I didn't understand when I was a kid and watched wrestling so much and
Are you a wrestling fan too?
I am a wrestling fan, absolutely. The power of the heel. You know what I mean?
I would rather be the heel than the baby face.
Right. But when I was a kid, I would have never thought that, never got how cool that aspect of it was. But it's the answer. So as a wrestling fan, you got to play WrestleMania.
I did. Yeah, WrestleMania 37.
Right. Yeah. So how many WrestleManias ago was that?
About it. Now find out for yourself how you could train for a new IT career in as little as 4 months with St. Louis's leading IT training company. That's Centric. Centric is the longest-running, most experienced entry-level tech training program in the country. Their programs train you on the most current technologies employers are using because, unlike the four-year schools, Centric can quickly adapt the curriculum to match changes in the job market. And, they know that's the ultimate goal, you getting a job. They know that's the goal. That's why Job Search Assistance is an integral component of the program. In addition to your tech training, they know there are other skills that need to be developed to help you find that right job. Centric's career service team provides you, students, whoever, seminars, workshops, other services throughout the training that prepare you for your job search, and they help you land that new IT job. Over 1,700 companies have hired Centric grads. Go to centric.com/Rizz. That's Centric, CENTRIQ.com/Rizz.
Hey, we're the Interrupters! And we're here with our new friends Sarah and Donnie from The Point. We're at Music Record Shop and we're gonna go get some records.
Reggae and ska. This record is going to change your life. It really is. This is Nightclub, Gangsters, Rudy, A Message to You, Rat Race, man, Ghost Town. So we come, Interrupters, before we come out on stage, we play Ghost Town, and it's on this. You just have to get, I insist that you get that one.
Okay.
If you were gonna get a Ramones record, are you a fan of the Ramones?
I don't know, a lot of times I hear songs and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that song. I just can't remember who it was.
I Want to Be Sedated. And like Blitzkrieg Bop. So this is their second record, and it's really good.
In 8th grade, I went to Catholic school. I had to walk from my school to my parents' office, and in between the school and the office was a reggae record store. It was a record store, mostly just reggae. From school until then, that most of my time was spent at that record shop.
Wow. So that's kind of where it started.
And the owner of that record shop was like, check this out. It's called incense, and you burn it. And I was like, cool.
Check this out. It's kind of like incense, but it makes it feel fun.
And then he was like, check this out. He's like, you're really gonna like this, because I was like, I really like Nirvana. And he was like, if you like Nirvana, you're really gonna like this. And he put on Bad Brains, and I was like,
this slaps. We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have that.
I'm getting all of these records. I'm getting this record.
You should crush me.
Yes.
I'm getting this record. I'm getting this record.
Okay, so we're going. I definitely think
These records are hard to find. Do you like Leonard Cohen?
I don't know much about Leonard Cohen other than the Pump Up the Volume songs, to be very honest with you.
He is an incredible songwriter. He's a huge inspiration. My dream would be to just write one song as good as the Leonard Cohen
that song. He's just the best songwriter.
And you, and I mean, and you hold, but so like then, but then how do you rank your own like songwriting when you're ranking it up against some of your favorites and are
This NBA playoff season, Underdog just became one of the best places to make entries during playoff basketball. While your favorite team score buckets, you could score cash on Underdog. Now, Underdog is a leading place to make all your sports selections, and you could play right now here in Missouri, in Illinois. It's one of the fastest growing sports game apps with millions of fans who've already won billions and over 100,000 five-star reviews. Will you be the next big winner? Playing on Underdog is easy. It's a layup. Just download the app, choose whether a player will go higher or lower on their stats, things like points, assists, and so much more. Once your entry feels right, you could play for as little as $1. If you get your entry correct, you could win up to 1,000 times your money. So imagine turning your dollar into $1,000 just for knowing hoops. It's super easy, and the excitement keeps me coming back. So download the Underdog app, sign up with promo code Rizz to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. That's promo code RIZZ. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, it's 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Well, big things happening in the 21 Pilots camp. And you know what? If you are going to talk about 21 Pilots, there are legitimately no better two people in which that you could call to talk about said band than our guys. Gentlemen, it's wonderful to see you again. Hello, and it's been a while.
Hey, you know, it's National Teachers Day today.
Teacher Appreciation Day, right?
Well, it's Teacher Appreciation Week.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
So it's Teacher Appreciation Week, but today is National Teachers Day.
Nice.
So thank you, teachers, for all you do. Molding minds. That's right.
This is your day, Ma and Pa.
And Ma.
Does it count if they're retired?
Yeah.
Gotta count.
Yeah, of course. The idea was championed by First Lady, the very sexy Eleanor Roosevelt, back in 1953. She lobbied Congress for a day to recognize teachers' contributions. Officially became a national holiday back in 1980. So we honor teachers and coaches and mentors and anyone who's made an impact in education. We recognize the dedication. We recognize the hard work and influence. You're shaping lives. You're shaping futures, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
It's a very big responsibility.
It's the ground floor of a society.
It is.
Education.
And if you don't like what you're doing or really know why you're doing it, please quit. I beg
there
you.
are some great teachers out there. Also some terrible ones.
I beg you. I'm having, I don't want to get too personal because it'll be very obvious, but I'm having an issue right now with an educator that probably
Parents.
shouldn't be an educator.
Oh, yeah. Your mother? She's retired, for God's sakes.
No, my parents, I don't know. I would assume they were fine. But no, man, like, listen, if you're in a position where you're supposed to be encouraging kids, especially kids that are maybe just trying to break out of some shyness or maybe struggling with some other issues or something, and you're not being an encouraging person to allow opportunity to grow and all that and like do things and participate, maybe you shouldn't have this job.
Get out of it. Do something else.
Maybe you're making it about you rather than the children you're supposed to be helping. Get out.
Well, okay.
If it's not for you.
Well, yeah, that's anybody across the board. If you start to get cynical and hate your job, it's time to go. It's time to change something.
But I mean,
And that's why I'm announcing this is my last day on the air.
This is your last day on the air. Thank you.
Especially, I mean, come on, dude. Like, I get it. We all get burned out. We all get, like, wrapped up in our own lives and things. But, like, dude, you took on the responsibility of, like, shaping humans, like shaping our community,
Moon,
dude.
So let's recognize the good ones today and say F you to the bad ones. Okay?
Yes, like full blown. Yes. And I'm not trying to be that guy.
Yeah,
I'm
give
just
the
like,
bad ones red
Well,
delicious
okay,
apples.
so here are some stats. There are 7 million teachers in the U.S. 33% leave the profession within the first 3 years, which maybe you're like, this is not for me. I hate kids. Why am I doing this? Teachers work an average of 10 hours a day, 52 hours a week. 92.4% spend their own money on classroom supplies. 20% of public school teachers have a second job.
And I was going to say, the average teacher in St. Louis, Missouri, their salary,
$140 million.
$43,646. They deserve to be paid more. They're dealing with a lot.
Right, yeah, 43 grand. So you really should love what you're doing.
Right.
And if you don't, it's okay to say, you know what, this wasn't for me. I've known a lot of people to get out of education for one reason or another. Very few times were they getting out of it because of the kids. They're usually getting out of it because of administrators or the money wasn't there.
Or the red tape that comes with everything.
Hey, so if you're thinking about getting the teacher in your life or in your kid's life something as a little gift, nothing homemade.
What?
Gift card.
Gift card.
Make it
Coffee.
good. Make it
Go. Money.
Gift card.
To Patricia's.
For fun and fantasy meet.
Listen, my kid is a teacher right now, and she's killing it, and it's hard, and she's coaching in
Is that
one
who you were
district.
talking about?
No. I think she's kind of pretty built for this.
Get out.
But no, she's a coach in one district, she's a teacher in another. I mean, she is killing it because I think that she loves it and she's found her place.
That's great.
And
Yeah.
and that's how it should be. Now, again, you gotta love something about it. And if you don't love the responsibility of shaping these kids, especially look out for the ones that need you. Good God!
Without
man.
getting too much in the weeds here, I do want to bring this up because it is, Teacher Appreciation Day for Teacher Appreciation Week, and somebody asked 2,000 people what the toughest job in America is.
Toughest job? Something that Mike Rowe covered on Dirty Jobs on this.
Yeah.
Well,
those all
I'm bringing
seem
it up
tough.
because it is Teacher Appreciation Day. So what did America say
Police officer.
was the toughest job in America? Number one on Teacher Appreciation Day.
We had family that was in special education, and some of that can be
That is
extremely
brutally
difficult.
tough,
and
yeah.
taxing.
2,000 people asked the toughest job in America.
I'll say oil rig.
What did they say number one was on Teacher Appreciation Day?
Okay.
Are you leading us?
I know what's happening right now.
I know, I'm
I think
confused.
police officer. It's a dangerous job. It's a politicized job now.
You don't
I
get
mean,
paid
Nobody's
it
going to
sucks.
say teacher is the toughest job in America?
I'm not, because I feel like you're
Napping your patrol
doing
car.
something to us right now. I don't know. It is a tough job. Is it teaching?
You're
Is
not,
it? I'm asking you.
You're not asking us what we think. You're asking us what we think 2,000 people said.
Right.
Yes.
And honestly, I don't think 2,000 people think of teachers. I think people crap all over teachers.
So on Teacher Appreciation Day, you don't think the teachers have the toughest job in America?
I mean, no, they have sometimes air conditioning and like they get the
How
summers
dare
off.
you?
That is awful.
They don't have to like
And you are correct. They have
Okay.
the 16th hardest job in America.
All right.
I mean, it's a tough job dealing with the little people, but I think they like what they do.
Firefighter.
Firefighter. All right.
Firefighter. Followed by
Criminal.
construction worker. Correct.
Wow.
Followed by
Oil rig.
member of the military. Followed by doctor, cop, paramedic, astronaut, farmer, air traffic controller, and oil rig worker.
There
Yes,
we go.
Scott.
I like
there
how
it
that's
is.
not on the number one. That's
It is worth noting that
Lumberjack not on there, huh?
yeah. But both those kill the most.
Crab
Farmer?
fisherman.
Well, I just want to say it's worth noting that characters from the Village People dominated the top five.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
All right.
Yeah, they did.
Construction worker, cop.
Native chieftain,
Military.
I noticed, was left out, which is kind of BS.
Well, cowboy, Native American, and gay mustached biker didn't make the list.
Well, those are very difficult.
That is the most fun job.
I'm sorry, it's mustachioed.
Mustachioed.
I assume that was a motorcycle cop.
Mustachioed.
I love a gay man in a mustache with a leather jacket and no shirt.
Nurse, roofer, electrician, home builder, engineer, teacher, pilot, lawyer, woodworker, drywall installer.
I tell you what, hanging's fine. Mud and taping is an art.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
yes, it is.
My brother and I were just talking about this. We were working on his nursery for his soon-to-be baby this weekend, and He hung the drywall himself, and I was like, mud and taping's a real bitch, ain't it?
It
He goes,
is.
man, I spent so much time on it.
So much
You
time.
can't. It is an art.
So much time, and then when you hire, like I when I was finishing the basement, I did all that, and then the next one that I had to do, somebody goes, you can hire just a mud and taper. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I hung all the drywall, and then I hired somebody. They did it in 30 minutes.
Well, I love
Maybe.
all you
Ones that are
mudders
good
and
are
you
good.
tapers, but you didn't make the top 20 as far as
Sorry,
large
mud and
jobs
tape.
that are.
That's more of an art. Top
But
10
we
artists.
appreciate you, though.
Yeah, what a craft.
We appreciate you, and we appreciate all the teachers out there.
Yes, we
This round of applause for you.
Teacher.
Everybody loves a Starbucks gift card, right?
I
Or
would
Panera.
Or whatever.
What are we doing? Are we doing Panera or are we doing Starbucks?
Wine and
I think
cheese place.
I think I just like a gift card. I got like 3 or 4 of them right here in my. Right, 1, 2. I got 4 gift cards right here.
What do you got? What kind of gift cards?
Oh, let's go through these. Let's see.
You better give them to
I guess that's
teachers
not a gift
today.
card. That's an iCombat card from 18 North Central. This is a Walmart one that I've probably had for 7 years.
How much on that?
I wrote in a marker $19.
$19.
So I guess maybe $19. Bass Pro Shop was up.
Oh, heck yeah.
Cool.
What is
used
this?
it?
No, okay. And then Del Pietro Restaurants.
Oh, that's solid. Solid ass gift card stash.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Good.
One of these days, I'm going to remember that these are there while I'm in
Who's
one
got-
of these establishments.
Who's got cash on them?
I do.
You got cash on you?
Yeah.
I have cash.
Like stone cold cash.
Like cash.
Yeah.
American currency.
American currency.
Bills, y'all. Yeah, I got it.
I got
Okay.
a lot of cash.
All right, Scott, clear out the lines.
Okay.
We don't have time for a big contest today. We do have Post Malone and Jelly Roll tickets to give out. They're at the both of them, Busch Stadium next Tuesday, a week from today. At our fair Busch Stadium. Jelly Roll, Post Malone. Maybe we'll do a couple rounds of this. All right, so 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. How much cash does Lern have on her?
Let's go.
Closest without going over will win Jelly Roll Post Malone tickets.
Okay. This is exciting.
I don't know.
And I wrote it down just because I always write how much cash I have down at the beginning of each show.
We'll do
I have it right here.
I'm
in
not
my
sure if you're
hand.
telling the truth or not.
Well, no, I do that.
All right, while we're waiting for Scott to get the phones,
Do-do.
let's do a couple emails. RizzShow1057thepoint.com or your instant feedback at 1057thepoint.com.
Okay, so we'll start here. Rizz, while you were gone, I made an executive decision because you put me in charge, and that's what
Sure.
the executive decider does, makes decisions. Hi, I have a question. I won't know for another 2 weeks, but would you be able to do a gender reveal for us? I have the capability of having the results sent to another person once they are available, and thought it would be a lot of fun for my husband and family, all to hear the show announce it right there live on air. If if I have to name the baby Scott Rafe for a boy, or Lern Moon, or Lauren Moon, if it's a girl, I totally will do that. Love the show.
Okay.
And yes, we agreed to this.
Oh, we did.
We did.
We were very excited.
But we've
We
never
did.
done a gender reveal before.
Actually, renegotiated the name for the boy too.
Right. It was going to be Scott Rafe.
Yes, she volunteered
To flip it.
to
But
pay
listen
in
to
that
his
way to get
reasoning
this.
for it.
I
Rafe
don't-
Scott sounds cooler.
It's very Back to the Future.
Very Back to the Future.
Rafe Scott.
Rafe Scott.
I don't want a kid named after me.
I do.
Oh, what?
I've been looking forward to
All
this.
the
can
more
name it
reason
after
to be
me.
the middle name.
They can
I
name it
have
after
always
me.
wanted a child to be named after me.
I don't want.
In my
First of all, I
honor.
don't want the responsibility.
I do
Am
want
I
it.
legally responsible for any way of this kid?
No, I will. You know
You
what?
tell us.
I
It's a
could go as
hospital.
No.
tribute. I can be the godmother.
And what? Scott, hear me out on this.
It's true.
You're the voice of reason here.
Yeah.
What if this kid becomes a criminal?
At least you guys share the responsibility with the
Well-
Scott part.
Yeah,
What if
There's
this
no way
kid
it
becomes
can.
a criminal and I'm now
the name's
named after me?
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense, but if his name is for me, it won't, so you're good.
You're right.
You don't know.
This child is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
First of all, to have parents to reach out to a morning radio show.
No,
in
I
St.
mean
Louis,
impeccable taste.
great
Well,
taste.
Well, remember that's if it's a baby boy, Scott Rafe or Rafe Scott. If it's a
Rafe
girl,
Scott.
Oh, wait, no, that wasn't Wasn't an either or. I was told this was the way it would be.
That is going to be Rafe Scott?
Rafe Scott?
That's what I was told. If I was willing to get on
You
board.
want to take a chance of this kid being a...
Because I hate gender reveals. You and I, that's our camp. I've been not a fan. Too many people are burning down
Yeah, but there's
acreage.
no fire involved here.
I get
don't know
that,
a
but I
Rafe
just
that's
don't.
a criminal.
I don't.
mean,
Huh?
right? No, there's been no Rafe criminals.
Let's look it up.
Plenty of Scots. Look at you people.
I don't think there's any Scots that have ever been arrested.
Why do they want to do this?
Well, don't talk to Scott Peterson about that.
I have a new email. Morgan, by the way, is the emailer, and Morgan says, "I cannot wait to hear the results to see if we have a new Rafe Scott or Lauren Moon."
Boom.
I'm so excited.
So she has agreed. She does not know. The husband does not know. And their 19-month-old daughter, Louise, and their entire family are going to be listening Thursday when Scott calls Morgan, gets her on the phone, and I reveal, because I am the only one that knows. I know.
Because he is the father.
No, no, I'm the receiver of the email. Knock it off.
Moon to Pappy.
Not
You
the
the
pappy.
daddy. Happy Mother's Day.
No.
You the daddy.
I literally have the results right here.
In hand, Maury Povich style.
Healthy baby, low risk, everything is perfect. And I know if it's a new Rafe Scott or Lauren Moon.
Honestly, I'm not financially responsible for this baby in any way, right?
I will get you a gift card for your
No,
baby
dude.
on behalf of the show.
That baby don't look like me. That baby don't look like me, 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 like me.
Look at me click. Man, we got one right here, Jeff Mills. Y'all know who this song for. That baby don't look nothing like me. Talk to him, Sonny Boy. Let's go.
That baby ain't mine. I'm sorry. You are not the bitch you heard, Maury.
Bitch, you heard Maury. Okay, so Thursday?
Thursday, 8 a.m. King Scott.
8 a.m.
King Scott will call Morgan, and we will reveal if our community, our beautiful St. Louis area, has a new Rafe Scott or Lern
New
Moon.
listener, dude. This is
awesome.
All right, let's give away some Post Malone Jelly Roll tickets real quick. The show is a week from today over at Busch Stadium. Do we have a sponsor for our contest?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
It's CarStar, your auto body repair expert. Hail damage? See them at carstar.com.
All right, how much money does Lern have on her? Cash. Closest without going over. Chris, how much cash does Lern have on her?
$22.
$22. All right, hang on. Hunter, how much?
I'm going 75.
$75. Okay. Keeler, how much?
I'll go 48.
$48. Okay. Steven, how much?
$24.
$24.
Really?
Okay. B-Rad, Brad, how much?
$25.
Oh, man, you guys really squashed each other.
$25. All right. And finally, Josh, how
I'm
much?
going $18.
$18. Okay, so we got Chris 22, Hunter 75, Steven 24, Keeler how much? 42? Did he say?
Keeler said 48.
48. Okay, 48.
No $1 bid.
Brad
Yeah,
said
that's weird.
25.
Everybody bid
$1.
themselves really close together. We had a 22, a 24, and a 25, which means they'll have to hit it right on the head. That guy had a chance to come in at $1, and he chose 18.
So how many? There can only be one, right?
Closest without going over. Actual money in Lern's wallet is
Ladies and gentlemen, I have $77.
$77. Hunter wins.
Man,
Hunter guessed
Okay, must be
75.
nice.
almost right on it.
Okay.
Good job,
Hunter, $75 guess. Congratulations. All right, Scott, clear the lines out. We'll do Moon next.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Okay.
I bet you guys won't guess.
Just stone cold cash. None of those gift cards.
No gift cards, just cash.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight. I have $0 on me, so I'm not playing.
All right. That's how you left all your money at Disney.
Yeah, the mouse has all my money.
Does it have to be? That's a trick question.
What do you
I'm
mean?
going to give it away.
Okay.
Because Does it have to be my money?
Well,
Just have to be on me.
Yeah.
whose money did you steal?
Just if you have dollar bills in your wallet,
kind of crap is
that's
that?
your money.
Well, all right. I didn't ask the question for no reason. I'm just asking.
Do you have cash in your possession?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay. Email.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's go back to morning. So we were talking about polygraphs, and I reminded everybody that years and years ago on this show we did a polygraph, and we were talking about like, hey, does everybody feel comfortable here even taking one, or do you think it's legit? This person said, I just want to say that I passed a polygraph machine for a particular 3-letter agency. Then I failed one for a different 3-letter agency. And then I failed another to be a state trooper. All the exact same questions. I didn't do anything different. I lied and passed on the first. Second and third, they picked up on a question that I wasn't lying on. But nonetheless, I conclude it's a sham. Thanks, Tyler, sent from my iPhone.
Well,
So I guess they're still giving those out.
polygraphs are not 100% accurate.
And I don't think they're admissible in court unless you're kind of trying to use it in your own defense or something.
A lot of courts, I'm looking this up here, not admissible in most courts, including federal courts in most U.S. states as evidence.
Yeah, I think they're too unreliable. And Lern made a good point. She's like, I mean, think about how nervous you are when you walk into this room. And I said, it wasn't even me getting tested when we were on the show. And when that guy was in there and the little cords come out and all that, it's you start getting kind of weird. Like, oh,
Right.
This is serious. I'm kind of freaking out here.
I'm seeing on here like accuracy between 50 and 65%.
Not worth it.
Yeah, that's
That's not great. If it's your life is on the
you're
line,
going to send somebody to
court
jail
goes,
over that?
Yeah.
Cool.
There was a lot of some states accepted under certain circumstances. It was like there was a lot of red tape and wasn't real clear cut, but it said that lots of things can make it. Anxiety, stress, caffeine, like all these things that can make you give false positives on.
Gas.
Yes.
Doesn't seem like
I'm sorry, sir. I have to fart.
Didn't seem like something you'd want to like roll the dice on.
No, I wouldn't. Next.
I heard you guys talking about going to an NBA game. So we were trying to decide, are we going to Indy? Are we going to Memphis? We should do it just like we do with the Kansas City, with the Chiefs games, right? Nah.
Oh.
Well, fine,
I've
Rizz.
been.
Well,
I've not.
You stay back.
I look forward to it.
What did you see, a Knicks game?
The Nets and Knicks.
You don't like it?
It's fine.
This person says, hey, I've been to Memphis, Indiana, Chicago, and Milwaukee. I would say Memphis or Indiana would be the best. Apologies in advance for any massive text blocks, but here's how their experience went. Memphis, the hotel, arena, and street and the bars are all very close together. You won't need any Ubers or anything like that. Memphis is a decent team, although they did just get swept out of the playoffs. Indiana, shortest drive of the bunch. Hotels and bar streets aren't as close as Memphis, but still walkable. Out of the 4 teams, Indiana would probably be the most exciting team to watch because they're a young team at a quick pace.
It's not
Chicago,
interesting enough for me to drive 6 hours.
this person says, Chicago, just stay away. The team has been dysfunctional over the last few years, and the arena is far from hotels you need an Uber. Milwaukee, longest drive. City is fun. Hotel and arena proximity is similar to Indiana. Probably wouldn't be the most exciting team to see. Hope this helps. Maybe go see Indiana or Memphis.
All right, let's go
Indiana's
to
what,
Denver.
6 hours away?
Yeah.
Oh, not that much.
No.
Indiana?
4.
No,
right?
bro. Yeah, I'd say 4. I'd say 4 and a half.
No.
That's not that far.
I don't know. My buddy owns a bar in Milwaukee. We'll go up there.
Milwaukee, that's pretty
Yeah,
far.
That's the good land.
3 hours and 37 minutes to Indianapolis.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, see, that's easy. It's fun. That's funsies.
Let's just do Denver.
I say Memphis, man.
Moon,
Yes.
let's play. How much money does Moon have on him?
How much cash?
Cash. Cashola. Closest without going over. You win. Post Malone, Jelly Roll tickets. Josh, how much cash does Moon have on him?
Let's say $12.
$12. Okay. Aaron, how much?
$0, sir.
$0. Okay. 0.
Trick question.
Debbie,
63.
$63.
I like that one.
Okay. Tom, how much cash does Moon have on him?
I'm going to say $23.50.
$23.60.
Okay.
Okay. Steven, how much cash does Moon have on him?
$1.
$1. Well, you really screwed. You screwed Aaron there.
Ow.
Brendan, how much?
Yeah, $36, brother.
$36.
Ooh, boy.
Okay.
So we got Josh at 12, Aaron, who, yeah.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron's at 0, Debbie 63, Tom $23.60, Stephen $1, and Brendan says $36. All right. Moon,
Yes, sir.
how much money do you have in your wallet?
Actual retail cash.
Actual retail price, $1 American dollar.
$1. Stephen on the nose.
Nailed it. He really did need to edge out the zero.
Aaron,
I had
sorry about that.
One old busted up looking dollar from what year is this? 2017.
Stephen. $1. That's it.
$1. Yeah. I'm typically cashless, but then every once in a while I'll have something and the kids will pay me in $2 bills or something, so I'll have like $60 in twos.
I usually have a little walking around money.
But for some reason I have $1 in here.
Nothing. Rafe? Oh, that's my wife's money.
That's why I asked you.
What?
Why do you have my wife's money on?
That's well, I was
How do
gonna.
you know it's
that-
your wife's money?
That's why I wanted to know what the rules were.
Because Tina helped my wife out with an event.
Oh.
And I'm assuming that's the fanny pack.
It is.
There's a fanny pack full of money? That's awesome.
Well,
I would like one.
kind of putting the wagon before the horse a little bit here on letting people guess, but yeah.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to know when I asked you.
Do you
does
know
it
how
have
much
to
is in
be-
there?
I do.
All right, Scott, one more round. Let's go. One more round. This is the fanny pack. So Tina helped my wife out with an event. Mm-hmm. And why does Tina have the money?
I think she was doing an All Things Elderberry event. She was handling the cash. She was doing the thing, and then she goes, "Hey, I put Amelia's fanny pack in your backpack." She let me borrow it. Make sure you give it back to her.
Oh, okay. So this was a mistake bringing us home, and
Yeah, she ended up with it at the end of the day. But she didn't tell me anything about money. She just said, I thought this was a fanny pack that she just borrowed, like an accessory.
oh no, it's got money in it.
Yeah, I found that out.
Okay.
So I've been walking around for a couple weeks
With
this
cash.
fanny pack on me.
Okay.
Unknowingly.
With my money.
With your money.
My money.
So how much of Rizz's money
Does Rafe have
do
on?
I have on me?
All right, well, we get the phone situated. Another email?
Okay. This past weekend, I accompanied my girlfriend to a wedding of somebody she knows. We left early because she wasn't feeling good. Neither of us had anything to drink, but she was miserable, and I could see it. So we left, and I drove about 80 on the highway going home. We were close, and she tried a fart that would make a truck driver proud. Her dress and my car seat took the brunt of it. I had to carry her to the bathroom. So disgusting, but I love that woman, thick and thin. Love you guys. 4.25 stars. Just wanted to let you know that even girls get the bubble guts. Moon, you're in good company. Lern and Ray for the best additions. Thank you for the laugh.
What happened?
So, remember when I had the blowout? Mm-hmm. He's saying that his lady had the blowout as well.
Around Easter as well.
And then it happens to gals.
She tried to fart is such a funny phrase.
It is.
She tried to fart.
I think somebody else just told me that they had the same experience that I had.
Had an
And
accident.
it made me feel less alone.
You're not alone, buddy.
I'm not alone, dude.
You're never alone.
Okay.
Somebody pretty close to me,
Yeah.
in fact. It was,
All right. How much money in the fanny pack?
Let's
Post
just say the
Malone
Rizz
tickets.
show was at 0 days without incident on Monday morning.
Oh, somebody.
Yeah, I went to Soul Taco and didn't make it all the way home.
Yesterday?
Sunday, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You didn't tell any of us about
I
that.
did.
Told me.
Oh, I did.
said, I just
You
want to
poop
make you
your
feel
pants on
better
Sunday?
myself.
But enough.
Oh, God. The liquid shadow is definitely on its
kidding
way
me?
to me.
It's coming, dude.
It's everywhere. It is literally
I
everywhere.
made a rookie mistake, dude. I took my brother to Soul Taco. He was in town. Some of that yum spicy sauce hit my belly, and I go,
After the
You
warning.
did eat the onions.
I kind of got to poop. And I'm thinking there might have been onions in that. And then I had to take him to the hospital because my sister-in-law's in the hospital.
Dude, you were telling me this story off air yesterday, and you completely omitted the fact that you pooped yourself. You're telling me about, they had onions on it and burr, burr, burr.
Different thing.
We can't get into this now. This is too much. We need to get these guys off the phone.
You're thinking about High Point. This is a totally different story.
She's upset because it looks like you and I are closer than you two, and you're supposed to be. You guys.
I want to know everything.
We'll talk about this later. We got to get through the phones here.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
This is how much money's in the fanny pack. Close.
I'll start sending you pictures of the underwear one day.
Bo, how much in the fanny pack?
$269.
$269. Aaron.
I'm going to go 200.
200.
200, Aaron.
Scott, how much?
Let's go 150.
150. Okay. Alex, how much?
120.
120. Okay. Shane, how much?
271.
271. Oof. Another Aaron, how much?
$1.
$1.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey, show. Can I guess?
Yeah.
$910.
Dude, that'd be sweet.
That would be sweet.
I mean, it's from an event, right?
Wait, that little amount? You think he has that?
I don't know what this is. I thought it was a fanny pack.
I don't know what event this is from.
From an event.
I mean, there are events that are great, events that are not good. So this is the money that Tina accidentally took home.
Yes.
For my wife's All Things Elderberry event.
This is correct.
Actual cash in the fanny pack.
I personally, on me, I have a $200 check from a comedy club I forgot about.
Oh, money bags over here. Forget
That is from
$200.
March. I don't even know if it's good anymore. That doesn't count as cash. The fanny pack from All Things Elderberry that was been in my bag on my persons for 2 weeks, carrying around unknowingly, is $2,000.
Oh! I win.
Way to go, Meals.
Closest without going over, right?
Bo wins. Bo.
How about Shane?
Oh, no. Shane. I'm sorry. Shane wins.
Shane, 271.
Screw you, Bo. You lost.
sorry.
Really? Somebody's got to walk me to the car, by the way, because
Wow.
Dude. So
you had
funny.
$2,000 on you.
And the only
entire
reason
time?
I know is because she goes, "Did you give Amelia the fanny pack?" And I go, "Oh, I forgot. I'll give it to her next week." And she goes, "Oh, make sure she gets it. That's got $2,000 in there."
What?
And I go, "You didn't tell me that. I thought this was just like a purse you borrowed for like an event. I didn't know it had actual money in it." And she goes, "Oh, I guess I didn't tell you that part."
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I've been walking around
Just all
real
whatever
loose with
$2,000.
cash on in my backpack.
Let's go casino and double it.
All right, Scott, headline goo next. It's 9:16. It's Tuesday, traffic and weather. One final look, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Left lane blocked due to a crash 64 westbound at Outer 40 Road. Your point forecast, mostly sunny, high of 74. Right now it's 55 at the Point Studio.
Hey, it's Jeff backstage at Wayback Point Fest in freaking living color. Look at those guys. They're right there. Thank you guys for taking the time to do this. Much appreciated. Let's get this out of the way. I have an amazing story about, and I just told this on the show. I do the morning show. I'm part of the morning show on The Point. A million years ago when you guys were on a tour opening with Rolling Stones. Yeah. Or for Rolling Stones, whatever. Are they closed for you guys is the way I look at it. You guys did the stop at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Yes. 1990, whatever it was, or 80, whatever 89. it was. It was 89. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm 52. I'm right there. Okay. Right. So my dad was a huge fan of the Rolling Stones. Right. Not in great health at the time. Wasn't walking very well. So I drove him because I'm a fan of you guys, and I was a fan of Rolling Stones because I had to be. And we roll up
about a little more self-care. Just want to boost your confidence. I got to tell you about Parkrest Plastic Surgery. Now, I truly endorse Parkrest because their whole mission is to help you achieve your cosmetic goals, and they're all about natural-looking results. Whether you're talking to their surgeons, nurse injectors, everybody's focused on giving you the best care with the least invasive techniques possible. If there's a way to get your results without surgery, that's what they'll recommend. And what I love is that Parkcrest doesn't do cookie-cutter treatments. Everything is tailored to you, so you walk out looking and feeling like yourself, just at your absolute best. They offer everything from fat reduction, cool sculpting, elite smart lipo, traditional liposuction, even a Vili, which is one of the only FDA-approved cellulite treatments out there. Listen, you start, like now, you're ready by swimsuit season. If you want to fight aging, their nurse injectors are pros with neurotoxins and fillers helping you look fresher longer. And don't forget about their full-service aesthetic center. Laser hair removal, hydrofacials, permanent makeup, even Morpheus microneedling. Dr. McGuire, Dr. Kaplan are renowned in their field, and people travel from all over the world to go to Parkcrest Plastic Surgery. Check them out at parkcrestplasticsurgery.com. That's parkcrestplasticsurgery.com, and see the difference for yourself.
All right, so here we are backstage, the Stiefel Theater. Mr. Nathaniel Rateliff, how you doing, sir?
I'm great. I've heard there's been some going back and forth about the pronunciation of the theater, because this used to be the Kiel Auditorium, right?
It was Kiel.
Right.
Then they changed it to the, oh gosh, what was it before this? It was the Peabody. And now the Stiefel.
Okay, Stiefel.
Well, what are you hearing on your side of things?
I've heard people say Stifle, Stiefel, I also, until, we got here, thought it was still Peabody. So.
Right. Well, you know what? I've said it mistakenly on the air before, to the point where somebody sends an email saying, hey, Donnie, just a reminder that it's the Stiefel and not the Peabody. Because, I'm sure everybody.
It's a good thing we have people trolling your show,
Right.
To point out your mistakes.
Right. Thank you very much. So it's great to have you in town again. One of the things that I'd love to know is when you come to St. Louis, what is your guest list number compared to, say, any other random city in the country?
I was just joking about that with our tour manager, because my mom and Joseph's mom were here. So I think, it's an average like 50 to 60 family members and friends. And then there's some people that I don't even know. They're like, I'm friends with. I was like, well, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know who the hell you are. But, it's always nice just to be around family and have the opportunity to, be able to see everybody. And, a lot of them don't get to, come to, a legendary theater like this and be backstage. Or I think my mom's actually out in the auditorium, taking photos right now. So
that's awesome.
Which is cool, So it's exciting for them. And, I always like to try to make
PreventEd.org, prevention education, that's what it's all about. This is a teacher appreciation week, and any sort of administrators have been a huge part of teenagers' lives, especially teenagers that might be looking towards substance use or abuse. If you know any sort of young people that might be going through something where they might turn towards that, you got to check out Prevent Ed. They have a Guide Ed program that is free to families, no cost to families. And they do this assessment that only lasts about an hour, maybe 60 to 90 minutes. And again, it's fully confidential. It doesn't cost families anything. And it really can help kids get an assessment on whether they need, this program or that program. Just things to help them stand up against any sort of substance misuse and really help our community. This is an incredible organization that's leading the conversation on alcohol and other drugs. And 76% of students that have gone through this program reported that it has influenced them to stay away from cannabis and other substances. This is huge. 1 in 5 people, 12 or older, have used illegal drugs or misused prescription drugs within this last year. So again, if you have any youth in your life, maybe you're an administrator, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're an aunt or a parent, go to prevented.org and reach out about the Guide Ed program. Contact them. See what education programs and resources they have. Take action. Prevented.org. It's prevented.org.
It's like Blink-182.
Yeah.
Good to go? All right, we are very, very excited about this one tonight. I have to tell you this, Amy Lee. Amy Lee from Evanescence.
Hi.
Peabody Opera House show tonight. So it was so great when we announced this particular show, because it was almost like a firework that went off twice. Because people were like, oh, Evanescence is coming back, and they'd be excited. And then, oh, it's with an orchestra. Ooh, you know what I mean? People were so excited about this and playing this beautiful Peabody Opera House. It's the perfect place for it. You've got to play some pretty great venues during this run with the orchestra, right?
That's right. It's been a whole new world. Normally, you know, what we gravitate towards and what I want is like no seats in the house, like no built-in seats. We have people standing up. It's rock and roll, you know. Everything about it is this whole different vibe. And this time, for the first time in, you know, I don't know, over 15 years, it's like, okay, we need like classy, beautiful theaters with seats, and we're going to make a program, and I might wear some fancy clothes. It's going to be all different. It's been really beautiful. We played some historical places. One of my favorite theaters in my hometown in New York is in Brooklyn. It's called the King's Theater, and we just got to actually play there after, you know, I'd only been there seeing other things that I'm a big fan of. I saw Bjork there. I saw Erykah Badu there, and it was such an experience. Really, it's been very fun and fun in a different way, like almost like, whoa, like out of body experience kind of cool thing to do this.
Because it's not, you know, this is not and I don't want to use the word typical.
No,
This is not the normal run. There's a lot that goes into this. And I want to get to that in just a second. But I want to know when the idea for all of this first came about, the reimagining of the songs and then the orchestra and all of that. I want to kind of know the genesis of that.
It just sort of happened one piece at a time. The thing is, it's not so much like a brand new crazy idea, like if we did like a polka version of all of our songs or something. It's coming from a big piece of the core heart of like just the original thought of Evanescence in the first place. The whole vision, I remember from being very young, was always about this combining of a heavy rock band and these sort of industrial programming sounds and this cinematic score thing with the big strings. So this is, you know, we've had all of this time to generally be at rock radio, you know, and be serving, like making a rock album. That's the genre that we're always in. I really wanted to show another side of our music that's always been there and accentuate it in a way that is actually very metal. If you think about it, it's very uncomfortable. It's something that's dangerous and difficult, and all of us are outside our comfort zones and challenging. It's challenging in a lot of cool ways. I get to play the piano in a way that I never have live before. You know, it's sort of all those things accentuated that are generally in the background, now put up in the forefront.
I read that you had to kind of get your sort of piano chops back a bit because this was sort of a level that you hadn't played at for a while.
No. I mean, I took classical piano when I was in school and stuff, but this tour kind of, what it demands from me personally is to have the kind of focus that normally I only have to have in the studio or like alone in my house. Mm-hmm. It's different than when you're live. You need to keep things fairly safe, you know, generally, so that when something comes flying at you or your in-ear monitor breaks or anything else distracts you, like you've still kind of got it in the pocket, like you have the muscle memory to know what to do. But since this is different and like musically like challenging, there's a lot to think about. It just requires more focus and it feels really good. It's like meditative.
Well, and I bet you very rewarding. I mean, I would bet you get done with a night.
Yeah, when you pull it off, it's just like...
Right. well, and that kind of leads me back to a question you almost kind of answered there in the last time, but it has to be incredibly different for you.
So you finally clean out the garage, you clean out the basement, you get all this scrap metal. What are you going to do? Just leave it out by the curb? The garbage person's going to pick it up, put it in the landfill? No, recycle the stuff so it doesn't end up in the landfill. And you'd be amazed at how much junk in your house and your garage is worth cash at Scrap Mart Metals. Now, unlike the other guys, Scrap Mart, it's clean, it's safe, it's convenient. Locations in Valley Park right at 44 and 141. Peebly and Jonesburg, they'll take cast iron, they'll take steel, copper wire, brass, aluminum cans, batteries, electric motors. You can even drive through on the scale, collect your cash. Scale weights are visible to you. Everything's on the up and up. Nothing is shady. They've been offering top dollar payouts for your scrap since 2011. Collect all the recyclables from your home or your business you'd normally throw out, load them in your vehicle, make a quick drive over to, let's say, Valley Park, pull in a clean, efficient drive-through. After sorting and weighing your materials, they will pay you top dollar in cash. It's recycling made easy. St. Louis's first and only drive-through recycling. Recycle smart at Scrap Mart. ScrapMartMetals.com. ScrapMartMetals.com.
Well, here we are, Music Record Shop, and it's stunning. We've got Giannis, we've got Jimmy, and we've got Alex, our grand prize winner. And quite simply, gentlemen, for the next little while, we're just going to go record shop.
Wicked.
Which sounds fantastic. So we'll check in when...
So we thought, all right, we'd leave you laughing, hopefully. Scotty, you ready?
I'm ready.
It's time for today's Headline Goo.
What's going on in the news today?
And your Headline Goo sponsored by...
Schicker Auto Group, your headquarters for American-made Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles. Shop local. Visit shopschicker.com.
God, Scott.
Today is National Teachers Day. Show appreciation for your kid's teacher by giving him an apple flavored Canadian whiskey. A list of the 20 hardest jobs in the U.S. is out, and coming in at number 1, convincing a jury that Diddy's innocent. The next pope could be chosen as early as this week, so there's no set date. But if you see Ryan Seacrest getting on a plane to Rome, well, you know it's coming. 56% of people would shave years off their lives if they could get it to their pets. And the remaining 44% own cats. Yeah, Prince Harry wants to reconcile with his family. Yeah, he needs money. Keanu Reeves, McDonald's is experiencing, I'll get to Keanu in a second. McDonald's is experiencing a drop in sales, and Ronald is so hard for money that he's working nights as Kathy Griffin's stunt double. Now, Keanu Reeves news. Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock will co-star in a thriller, and it'll be like Speed, but instead of a bus, they'll recklessly drive around in a Buick. Bob Seger turns 80 today, and these days, his only night moves are from his bed to his bathroom at 2:30 in the morning.
Easy on that.
Sorry about that. Police in Brazil foiled a plot to bomb a Lady Gaga concert. So, the only bomb Lady Gaga's been involved with remains Joker 2. And finally, there are rumors Aaron Rodgers married his longtime love. So congratulations to Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers. May the goo be with you.
All right, one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up.
Well, gentlemen, we will see you in St. Louis on Sunday. We are so excited to have Point Fest back and to have you guys be a part of it. But I want to kind of talk about this from a couple of different angles, all right? First and foremost, the crew that you have working with you in the Seether camp, I'm sure is scaled down because of, the craziness that is the pandemic. But can you talk about sort of what the crew is doing now, added responsibility that they weren't doing before to keep you guys safe for all these shows, just so you can play them?
Go ahead, Johnny.
Actually, for us, our little world, obviously, venues will have different rules, mask mandates backstage. Our crew, we still have a full crew. We have our regular setup, our techs and front of house. So it's such a healthy thing and a great thing to be playing shows again, man. This time last year, we never, we didn't know what was going to happen. And here we are doing shows again. And it was the first one was almost like a spiritual experience. It was a show in Ohio. And
Together Credit Union. Together Credit Union has been serving our area, our community for 80 plus years. 80 plus years. And they do so much out and about. And now they've partnered with the St. Louis Zoo to help expand the St. Louis Zoo's fundraising efforts with the launch of this incredible official St. Louis Zoo Visa debit card. Exclusively over there at Together Credit Union, you can get it. And it rounds up the change from transactions and donates the change to the St. Louis Zoo. And now those monies will further the St. Louis Zoo's conservations, animal care efforts, and all the different projects that they have going on. Members participating in the Zoo Roundup program receive an exclusive Together Credit Union membership to the St. Louis Zoo. That comes with attraction tickets, parking perks. We know how much we love that on this show. In-venue discounts and a subscription to the Zoo's digital magazine. Now remember, the Zoo is carrying for over 12,000 animals. And they get 2 million something guests every single year and educate over 500,000 individuals each year through all these different learning experiences. So help the Zoo's impact, the St. Louis Zoo's impact on wildlife and conservation with this incredible St. Louis Zoo Visa debit card. You can get one by, just heading into any of the 14 area Together credit unions in our area. That means you're close to one right now. 14, okay? They're all over the place. Next to your home, next to your work, near you right now. So get on it, St. Louis. Together Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Check them out online at togethercu.org.
Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Hey, good to see you, Have a seat, man. Just wanted to have a chat with you, King Scott's Virginity, just to talk with you real fast, and just to say, first of all, thank you for everything that you've done for King Scott and for his lovely fiance. And I also wanted to say that you've been such a big part of our lives, whether it's the show or just in our personal lives. And relationships end, and it's time for you to go. And I didn't want you to be shocked, to be surprised or anything, so I wanted to give you an idea of what's going to be happening on the wedding night, what's to come, so to speak. So when two people are in love, they get married, and then after they get married, they normally go away somewhere, someplace beautiful, and then they get, you know what I mean? Like, they will go behind doors. I recommend going behind doors, and you that so that bitch can't get out. You show her God. You know what I'm saying? This is how you show her. And so strong, because she ain't never seen it before. And you drill. Okay, you know how when man first landed on the moon? That's what we're gonna do. She is your moon, and you are gonna take your flag, and you are gonna no, it's gonna be fine. They're in love. If they got married, seriously, it's gonna be over. We're gonna miss you. We love you, we miss you, but you gotta go. Beautiful. If you need more information, I've got a website. It's jerfinoff@gmail.com. It's all good.
Paps, be good to your daughters. That's how you know to be good. 'Cause some will turn to mommies when others will be daughters. And
Royce Jewelry, ninjablink.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show. I'm telling you, one of the dumbest things you could do is buy a diamond online. Can you imagine?
No, I
Can you imagine the risk you're taking?
Yeah, I can imagine that risk.
Like going online and trusting whatever, some anonymous person, wherever they are.
I would never do that.
Like you're trusting that you're getting what you're paying for.
I would never do that, man. There's a no pressure thing, and there's a privacy aspect to looking through the showroom at Moritz Royce. You are buzzed in. This is an appointment only thing, so they're not like salivating and like, oh, somebody just walked into our
here
mall
comes
store.
another sucker.
Yeah, let's pressure him to get this so I can get my commission. They're not working on commission or any of that kind of stuff. And I'll say again, like when you're up there and you're checking it all out, having that private experience is very cool. There's nobody pressuring you from either end. You know, like customers going, get out of the way. I want to see this case or anything. You get to see whatever it is that you are interested in. Check it all out. Take it all in. And the private showroom is just the tip of the iceberg.
And most importantly, these are people you trust. And that's why they've been around for so long, 40 years, 40 plus years. Moritz Royce Jewelry, ninjablink.com. Get the phone number, get the address, make an appointment. They're the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show, Moritz Royce Jewelry, where you get the jewels and not the shaft. Okay, so Rafe has our official bucket list.
Yes.
That's right. We've talked about bucket list on here so many times. We thought, and we're getting ready to implement a new. Stay tuned. We have a new contest with punishments coming up, and we thought maybe as a flip side to that, we talk about bucket lists so much that we would, instead of just being in competition with each other, we would also have a series of videos where we actually try to help each other check things off our bucket list, which is a nice thing.
Lifting each other up.
That's right.
To help us check things off our bucket list.
And to soften the blow of the horrible things we're going to do to each other in the other competition.
Yeah, come the fall, which we have a big Rizz Olympics announcement to make come the fall. Yes, let's lift each other up first.
Yes.
Build up, and then we break down.
That's right.
Okay.
So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I forgot. Eat at Golden Corral was on my bucket list. We'll check that off next week.
That's right.
Next Monday.
Which, by the way, is it Monday or Tuesday?
I think we changed it back to. Did we change it back to Monday?
I'm gonna murder all of you.
Let me check the calendar.
Tuesday.
Well, no, it was Moon's schedule that was the wacky one.
Yes, it was my schedule that was the wacky one. It was supposed to be on my gotcha day.
Well, but I thought we were also kind of celebrating Jeff.
Let's see. You know what? Just tell me what to do, guys.
Well, you're the one that's
Tuesday.
You're the one that was the weird schedule.
Well, yes, but remember, I also said, hey, I think that's open if we want to switch it back.
So what day works better for everybody? Next Monday or Tuesday?
I'm open either day.
Well, let's go over, while we're checking schedules, let's go over your bucket list.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a little mini interview of what some of these things are and how they might be accomplished.
Okay, good.
Rizz, I had each member of the cast give at least 12 items they want checked off their bucket list. Now, some of these things are a little pie in the sky. They're going to be hard. It's May, and May is officially the kickoff to home improvement season. The weather's warming up. Memorial Day is right around the corner, and now it's time to tackle those big projects that you've been pretending like didn't need to happen. So whether it's drafty old windows or worn-out front door, Universal Windows Direct has the ultimate offer to get your home ready for summer and beyond right now. During their home improvement season sale, you'll get an incredible 50% off your windows. That is not a typo. That is not a misspeak on my part. That's half off. Half! I said half! You heard that right. You can upgrade your home with beautiful energy-efficient windows for half the cost, but it gets even better. For a limited time, you also get no interest and no payments for 12 months. So not only are you paying half, baby, you don't have to pay any interest for a whole year. Not a single cent, and here's the cherry on top. You will receive a free entry door with your window purchase. Half off, no interest, and you get a free door, baby. They say windows are the doors to the eye's soul. That's not how that goes, but you know what I mean. That's style, comfort, and savings all in one with Universal Window Direct. They're not just getting an amazing deal. You're getting peace of mind, a professional team that makes the process easy from start to finish, using their exclusive technology to give you windows that perform better, last longer, and help lower energy bills. So why wait? There's no better time than home improvement season to give your home the upgrade it deserves. Call 314-334-2522 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free and-home estimate today. This May, celebrate comfort, curb appeal, and serious savings with Universal Windows Direct. And like me, you will be saying, I love my windows!
Aha! Welcome back to the farm. So today's a special day because I got Mark from Colonel Landscaping here. Hey, Mark.
How's it going?
So Mark brought us a gift, the gift of a tree. So Mark, what does this symbolize? What is this tree? What do we call this?
So this would be kind of like a statement tree. Or a memorial tree sometimes. Moving on to a new piece of land. You put this thing in there, it grows along with you as you grow with the land.
Well, memorial would be like if I died and then you plant this over me. So we'll call this a statement tree.
Statement tree.
So this is a statement tree courtesy of Mark and Colonel Landscaping for Rizz Farms here, which will be put up in front of the house and it'll be on the farm for forever.
Yep.
All right, so Mark, what kind of tree is this?
This is an autumn blaze maple. So it's gonna get beautiful fall colors. It's a relatively fast grower, so it's gonna get nice and big, give the house some shade.
Oh, awesome. So we need to put this into the ground, which I've never planted a tree before, so.
Oh, you're gonna get your education today.
Oh, nice. So let's get it off the trailer.
All right.
And into the ground.
Yes, sir.
And how much does this thing weigh?
Probably about 200 pounds.
Good thing I got this cart. Let's load her up. All right, Mark, let's do a tree raising ceremony.
All right, here we go.
You're doing great.
Yep, that's it. Keep doing it.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Down a hill, down a hill.
Yep, now up.
Up a hill.
This is actually going to be the hard part.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We can't just leave it like this, right? We got to put it in the ground?
Yes. We got to put it in the ground. So we're going to need to dig a hole about twice the width of the root ball and just a little bit more shallow than the depth of the root ball.
Do we have a machine? Because I'm into doing things the easy way. Listen, I understand the manual labor.
You feel like you're running on empty, Mentality is going to help you out. I know firsthand because I'm a Mentality client myself. If you're tired all the time, if you're struggling with low energy or motivation, maybe noticing weight gain or muscle loss, especially around the belly, it could be low testosterone. You might be feeling anxious, moody, or just not as sharp as you used to be, and your libido is low. It could put a strain on your relationships. Mentality Health is a local healthcare facility that specializes in helping guys feel and perform at their very best. Their board-certified physicians give you a full physical, consultation, blood panel analysis, all during your first visit. And they focus on your free testosterone levels, which a lot of doctors overlook. So your treatment is actually tailored to you, your body. Plus, they offer FDA-approved testosterone therapy combined with semaglutide to help you lose fat while keeping muscle. The results are real. Energy will come roaring back. You'll drop some of that stubborn belly fat. You feel like yourself again, confident, driven, ready to take on life. Be the dad who can keep up with the kids. Be the husband your spouse knows you could be. Feel and perform like you did 5 or 10 years ago, at work, in the gym, or at home. Don't settle for a fraction of your potential. Mentality is your chance to take back control. MentalityHealth.com/radio. MentalityHealth.com/radio.
Ever found yourself in the middle of your daily deuce and thought, I wish this was funnier? Today's your lucky day. Welcome to the Number 2 Show. I'm your host, Rafe Williams, stand-up comedian, plus-size male model, and co-host of the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. What is the Number 2 Show? Well, it's me on the toilet talking to you on the toilet, just like it sounds. In each episode, we'll plunge into riveting topics that'll have you rolling in the stall with laughter, so much so that it might freak out whoever's sitting next to you. But I say, hey, lean in, make a friend. Sometimes it's just me. Other times I'll have interviews with special guests. Not now, obviously, dumbass. This is a promo. I'll also have musical performances. Ever heard of tiny desk concerts? How about tiny stall concerts? Like to see those nerds over at NPR try that. Is this a genius idea? I don't want to toot my own horn, but you're goddamn right it is. Enjoy the Number 2 Show. Don't forget to wipe.
All right, so way back Point Fest, we are backstage with the Urge, and we just learned a very valuable lesson. That when the microphone says mute, that means that they can't hear Steve.
It's muted.
And
It is not working.
That is not working.
It ain't happening.
Boy, oh boy. So we found out so far that I'm sweaty. The microphones don't work. We are off to a bang upstart here, gentlemen. A bang upstart.
Get that out of the way now.
Well, I very much appreciate you guys chatting. And Bill, especially you, man. You're what did you do to the back?
Oh, Doc says I have a herniated disc. I don't know. That's
Big deal.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be. I don't. Do you remember?
Trick his way
Yeah. Do you remember
triple
16
Lindy's and
Candles?
stuff.
Yes.
Like Joan Cusack in 16 Candles. This is gonna be kind of my stage move today.
Nice. The doctor told him book some more Urge shows, and then then we'll look at it.
That might be a slightly less energetic than usual. But
You know,
I don't
one
believe
thing that I've been paying attention to that's not necessarily Urge related, your photography that you have been taking on IG is really something else, man. If you don't find
You know, we're always talking about skills and craftsmen, and you can pursue your passion as a skilled craftsman while receiving the training and support to be the best version of yourself. I'm talking about the Flooring Industry Council of Greater St. Louis, becoming an install floor layer with the Carpenters Union. You can apply. You can call them 314-644-4800 or just apply at apply.ficstl.org. This is a get paid while you learn and earn while you learn education model. So if you're heading to a job right now and you're just done with this, and you're like, I want a career. I want something that's going to give me long-term benefits. Union membership, union benefits, medical, dental, vision coverage, pension, and annuity benefits, all of it. Like I mentioned, a great opportunity because there is a need right now. So you're going to be in demand as a flooring professional and an FIC member. So take the first step towards success by contacting a rep today. Give them a call, see what they're all about, and see what they can do for you to lay the path for a new career. 314-644-4800 or apply.ficstl.org.
Time to save some green. Go visit my good friends over at Mount Top Motor Company out there in Troy. They have an incredible lineup of cars, trucks, SUVs. In fact, you can see the whole inventory right now at mounttopmotors.com. And to top it off, no payments for 90 days. They have some of the best financing around, all kinds of ways to save some money. And what's amazing about them is they're just down to earth. It's a no pressure environment. So you're gonna find the right car. You're gonna enjoy the process because they're amazing. So aim higher, go to Mount Top Motor Company. It's mounttopmotors.com.
Joined by Seether. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you, and thank you for being here with us. The first thing I want to bring to your attention, and I'm sure that you guys don't keep track of this because you have way bigger things to do, but this is your 6th Point Fest, all right? Out of the 30 some odd that we've done, you've done 6 of them. Not to mention birthday shows, Christmas shows. While other rock bands have kind of gone by the wayside, you guys have just been a constant core artist for us. I was looking last night. We've played like 26 different Seether songs in the history of our career, and your career and our career as well. You have just been such an important part of the station as the alternative format goes left and we stay rocking. You guys have been a really big part of that. And I just, as the music director of the radio station, just wanted to say thank you. And I'm sorry, Sean, if you're getting eaten alive by something over there.
I'm making my acquaintance with the local wildlife.
You guys are celebrating 20 years this year. That's a really impressive feat. How, many bands that have been successful still don't make it 20 years. How have you guys been able to do that by your account?
I think we've just basically written stuff that we want to hear. I love a lot of bands. I love a lot of music styles and a lot of different types of music. But whenever we write albums, we just stay. I try to stay true to what we like. We like to write stuff that we like to play, and stuff that I like to listen to. So I think really just not adapting to a new flavor of the week kind of sound. There's a couple bands out there that tend to sort of go left and right as the tides move, and that just isn't sincere. I don't think. You know what I mean? I think you have to stay sincere and honest and true to yourself in that sense. And so musically, we just always write stuff that and you also don't want to rehash the same things.
Sure.
So it's great to experiment and try new things, and as long as you don't lose the essence of what the band really is and what the sound is.
One of the things that I've wanted to ask you guys for a bit, and I noticed this as well when I was prepping to talk to you guys. You guys release a new record every 3, 4, 5 years. It's not like it's one of those record, out on the road for a year and a half, record again. It doesn't seem to be that kind of cycle. It seems to be spaced out, which says to me that you guys are given the opportunity to maybe take as long as you need when you are writing a record. Is that the case? Do you have the ability to?
Good for you. Stop renting, build some equity, but there's so many pitfalls, and there's so many people out there who are going to give you a tough time with the whole mortgage process. I'm sure you've heard the horror stories. I'm telling you about the guy that's going to make it as easy as 1, 2, 3, and that's Kevin Putney at the 1, 2, 3 mortgage team. Give him a call, 314-862-0123. Secure your dream home with more affordable financing. Kevin Putney's going to put the loan together that fits your needs. Everybody's loan is different. Loan is like a fingerprint. Everybody's loan is going to be slightly different. Everybody's situation is different. Kevin's going to find that perfect loan for you. Or if you're in a house now, you want to refinance, lower your monthly payments, call Kevin for the refinance. Or if you're looking to maybe do a home improvement project, access your home's equity for renovations or other major expenses. Kevin can get you that money within 5 days. Again, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 314-862-0123 online at 123mortgage.com. It's Kevin Putney, Equalizing Opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLS Consumer Access.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123. Is our guest on the phone?
There's some guy named Bert on the phone. Oh. Bert.
Hopefully
that's the guy I'm supposed to be calling, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the machine, Bert Kreischer on the phone.
Hey, man.
That was well played, gentlemen. That was well played.
Well, we're expecting a call from Bert Cummings, too, so we're not sure.
Oh, okay, good.
It's funny. I told my son yesterday, I was like, hey, I have one of my favorite comedians on the show tomorrow. He goes, awesome, you have Kevin Hart on. I go, damn it.
My daughters and I
saw Jumanji, the first one, for the first time. And I was like, I got out and I was like, God, I want to like text Kevin and tell him how great that movie was. And they're like, Kevin who? I said, Kevin Hart. And they go, you know Kevin Hart? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, Dad, come on. You don't have to lie to us. I was like, no, I know Kevin Hart. And they're like, Dad, how would he know a guy like you? I was like, you know he's a comedian, right? And they're like, yeah, but he does, like, big shows. I'm like, oh, my God.
Do your kids think you're cool?
No, not at all. Not even remotely. Not even remotely.
Really? So, I mean, you have a lot of very famous friends, and they're not impressed?
Well, first of all, my daughter's not a friend. My oldest daughter's not a huge fan of Joe Rogan's. She's a little woke. And so our sensibility, what makes us giggle, offends my oldest daughter.
Oh, no.
My youngest daughter's clueless. She doesn't it just, they have no clue at all. Like, they're, by the way, they're just, maybe you don't want your kids to think you're cool. I don't know. I thought my dad was a badass, but they think I'm an idiot.
But they know their dad has a cool job. They know, their dad is a comedian, doesn't go to an office, every day.
Well, you know what they know is that the boys that go to school that are the bros, the meatheads, the morons, the chest thumpers are all huge fans of their dad, and they're like, roll their eyes. The boys that are probably going to end up being problematic are all fans of their dad and all his friends. They said to my daughter Isla, you know Joey Diaz? And Isla's like, Uncle Joey? And they go, yeah, Uncle Joey. But Isla calls him Uncle Joey because he is her uncle. And they're like, that's so epic. Does he slide? And, it's like, I got dosed by Ari Shaffir in my backyard with ecstasy one time.
I heard that story, yeah.
These boys think it's awesome, and my daughters are like, yeah, he almost killed my dad. Like, they're like
it's funny.
So it's a slippery slope, gentlemen.
No, I got it. Are you afraid of your daughters Googling you? And I'm sure they have.
Oh, they've definitely Googled me. I remember the first time some kid in the library pulled up my machine story. They were really young, so they were still sharing a room back then. And I went in to put him to bed, and my oldest daughter goes, hey, Dad, some kids at school said you robbed a train. And I was like, well, it's a long story. And they're like, you didn't rob a train, right? And I was like, no, I actually did rob a train. And they're like, but bad guys made you do it, right? And I was like, well, kind of. And my wife's like, just tell them the story. So I get a glass of wine, and I sit down, and I was like, all right, when I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia. And they're like, what? And I tell them the story, right? I get to the very end, and I was like, I get off the train, I'm walking to my class. The cop is standing in front of the class I just robbed. Next to the gangster I robbed them with, Isla, my youngest, goes, stop! I can't know anymore. Do you get away with it? And I'm like, you moron. I'm sitting right here.
All right, it's Rizz. It's Jeff Burton backstage at Point Fest with Eric and Jeff.
So you need some auto body work done on your car. Well, don't just run to any place. Don't run to some big national chain just because they're down the street. No, you want to go to the absolute best. And maybe your insurance agent told you to go to this place. Well, check out West County Auto Body before you go anywhere. Don't make two mistakes. Just go to West County Auto Body and make your life way easier because they're the best auto body in the country, and they actually work for you. They don't work for the insurance companies. And they also know that not all bodies are created equal. But what I love about West County Auto Body is their impact here in St. Louis. They're one location, and they've been here a long, long time, and they're the kind of place that loves to get back to the community. And I've known Rob and his team over there for a long, long time, and they're incredible folks, and they're here to help you get your car done correctly and the right way the first time so you don't have to waste hours and hours of your life trying to figure out what's going on with your car. They'll take care of you. So go to westcountyauto.com, check out everything they have to offer, and their location is super easy to get to. It's right there on Lindbergh near Page. Again, head over to West County Auto Body, the best auto body in the country. That's westcountyauto.com.
All right, so here we are backstage, way back Point Fest, and we are absolutely thrilled. Myself, Mr. Jeff Burton.
Thank you. It's thrilling to be here with you. Oh, you're talking about them.
right. Noodles and Peanut, gentlemen, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming back.
You guys get along like me and Noodles get along.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Sure.
I mean, like, we have known each other for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
kind of the same, right?
I mean, he was at my bachelor party, for goodness sake, so you know what I mean?
Nice. No stories, no backstories.
There's
Okay,
a lot.
so how much tape you got in the thing? With the thing there. How much?
And it's really similar because me and Noodles should have known each other for a really long time.
We should have.
Yeah,
We're
that's
definitely
exactly the same.
kindred spirits. As soon as we get together, we really do just
Yeah, we click
like that.
really nice.
Well, how long have you guys known each other, though?
10 years now, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's
Well,
when we
from touring.
did the first tour. Yeah,
Yeah, but we didn't really start hanging out until we started doing press together on this
one.
run.
That's
yeah.
when we solidified our bond.
Well,
for sure.
we recognized genius and humor.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, shared like,
Yes.
he's one of me.
Exactly.
So you guys are hanging out socially then, outside of
we're
this
not.
stuff?
We're
Oh,
not.
no.
Yeah. And same in the band. We're burning each other out.
Yeah.
I can't wait to not see those guys for a while. But this is perfect. This is the perfect relationship. We see each other for press. We see each other on stage.
Yep.
We put food on each other's table.
There we go.
Yep. And we like flat black glasses.
There you go. Yes, absolutely.
Well, you know, every friendship has to have a base. You
Right,
know what I mean?
And a border.
Right.
Have boundaries
And a
as
safe,
well.
a safe word.
How long did it? How long did it take for this to come together? You know what I mean? Like, did it
the
just?
tour?
Yeah. I mean, because it seems like thick as thieves at this point.
Yeah, well, we did it, like I said, what was it, 9-10 years ago? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem
even
like it was that long.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
It's
well,
longer than we thought it was.
Yeah.
But you know, it had been too long. We know that these, even though we're two very different sounding bands, we still kind of pull the same crowd in. The crowd loves both bands, which is great. Then we added Gym Class Heroes. They're different than either of us, and the crowd's showing up early and loving them too. It's been amazing.
At this point, is it
This show, though, of course, is like going back to. We've been doing this show for 20 years. It's
Yeah.
great. I mean, we know all these guys.
Well, you know what? And since you're going down that road, I'm going to go down that road. First time I interviewed you guys was in your tour bus on the back of the road of the street behind the Other World. I don't know if you remember that. But your drummer at the time sitting over there playing video games like this, and I'm just sitting there going, "Oh my God! I just got into radio about 6 years ago, and I'm already interviewing a guy named Noodles. I can just retire."
Perfect.
Yeah,
It was the best. It was, and with you. People out there
dragging through the day or just not feeling like yourself. I get it because I've been there. That's why I turned to Mentality Health, and I'm glad I did. Let's be honest. Low energy, constant fatigue, stubborn belly fat, even feeling anxious or unfocused. These are all signs of low testosterone. It's more common than you think, and you don't have to just accept it. Mentality Health is going to help you feel and perform at your best. Convenient locations, Chesterfield and South County, so getting started is easy. You'll see a board-certified physician for a full physical consultation and a blood panel analysis all on your first visit. They look beyond the basics and focus on your free testosterone levels to tailor a treatment plan just for you. And I can tell you, your energy is going to come roaring back. Your belly fat's going to start melting off. You're going to be feeling like yourself again. Maybe better than you have in years. And Mentality makes it simple with treatments that fit into your busy life, and most insurance is accepted. So be the dad who can keep up with the kids, the husband your family knows they could count on, the guy who feels sharp and strong at work, in the gym, and at home. Stop settling. Check out mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
All right, so I got the gig of the day here today.
That's it for us. Appreciate you all tuning in on this Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you missed anything, check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Today's podcast is titled
Straight Up Goofy's Ass.
All right. Moon, what else?
Oh, man, I'm just peace and love, peace and love.
Learn.
And a huge thank you to everybody that came out this weekend. Such great shows, and such a blessed young man.
Oh.
I know you love that.
Hashtag blessed. Learn.
Just welcome back and follow me on the socials and all of us at RizzShow on every social media platform to ever exist.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag welcome back. Hashtag no notes.
Scott.
Hashtag come out this Saturday to City Winery. I'll be wearing the same leather pants David Lee Roth wears, and
That
you'll
is
see that I'm
nice.
blessed.
Long
Nice. Hashtag
Yeah, I'm a
blessed.
blessed man.
All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Carlisle, Illinois, Stacy Sadler.
Yes, they
That's our Teamers Member today, and she wants to hear this song. Here it is. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Energy up!
Rizzuto.
Hey, it's Lux, and I'm backstage at Point Fest with the Glorious Sons. What's up, guys?